With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, Southern California.
You down with PCG? You down with PCP? You down with PCP?
If the scroty fits,
If the scroty fits.
What's happening?
That is so funny. It's so funny because I was just telling you guys that I was in a chat the other day as Bears Country Podcast. And I was like, oh, I don't like to be in there as that. I want to go in there as Mr. Shorty. So I switched over to Mr. Shorty. I said, that feels better now. And then I said, if the scroty fits. And of course, Foster wasn't there to see it. I was all proud of that moment. Guys, what's up?
What's up?
Hello. Oh, PJ's animated today.
That's only for the first 5 minutes, and I'll go back
yeah,
to my
then I'll be
hibernation.
sleeping.
Yeah.
PJ, you need one of these guys. Hashtag not an ad. Ghost energy.
Okay. Ghost. Okay. Is that better than Red Bull?
No, it's probably worse for being honest, but
In the dark.
If you're being honest, well, let's not let the truth get in the way of a good story, right?
You guys can't hear this, right? Atmos is saying, where's the sound? Can you not hear this? Everyone can hear this, right?
PJ, can you hear Dan? I can't hear Dan.
I can hear everyone.
Yeah, I hear everyone.
Well,
I
I hear everyone.
Thoughts or hear his voice?
I can't hear Carl. Can you guys?
Carl.
You can't hear Carl. Okay. BCP is a scam. They stole my image rights.
That's the way I.
So can you guys hear each other?
I can't hear
I'm
you,
like,
PJ.
PJ, I can hear everything. I can hear your thoughts, PJ.
Well, in that case,
Oh, he's gonna.
Oh,
pull
that was
himself
really
right?
rude. That was really rude.
What is up, guys? It's another Thursday night, and here we are hanging out with you guys again. It's the final. What we have this week of mini camp, and after this,
That's it?
that's it. Nothing until the end of
training
July.
camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be the long summer, I think, at this point. I think it's the waiting game until actually, I know when the practice schedule starts. I can put that on the screen right now if you guys want. I figured out how to get a nice PDF for you guys.
Yeah, we could do that really quick.
Yeah, for those of you who actually wants to attend practice.
I would like to be one of the first, because those things go so fast, those tickets to training camp.
It really
If you
doesn't
look,
seem-
the only open Saturday to the public is the 27th. So you're going to have to be in the Ticketmaster queue, refreshing like a CRACK.
and they won't
addict.
even be in pads then.
Mm-hmm.
Won't they?
Don't they like take a week before they get into pads?
I think you are right regarding the phases. So maybe I would hope that they're in pads before a preseason football game there.
When is the first preseason game? The
August 1st.
Wow.
They're the only August 1st game. They're the only team that has the Hall of Fame games. So they might not actually be in practice for like the actual veterans. They're going to have to do something unique, of course.
So when do they actually report? The 23rd?
Yes. Maybe before. I'm not sure. But the first actual
They're gonna
practice
have to.
that's open to the public, quote unquote,
Okay.
it's still private. That's on the 23rd there, you see.
Well,
And that's July, of course.
they might be in pads by then.
Adam Mason's
Okay.
saying that
Adam, yeah.
camp starts the week before this, just not open to the public.
Okay.
So
Appreciate that,
We
Adam.
pay Adam the big bucks. Thank you.
what we're trying to tell you guys is that there's going to be a lot of fun happening on this show. In the next couple of months as we ramp up to training camp, because we're going to be like struggling to find shit to talk about. So this is going to be the portion of the summer, the dog days of the summer with BCP, where we're just going to have fun.
Man,
First and
It's not
foremost,
going to be fun if you're here every damn week, but
I'll try not to be.
All right.
Quick disclaimer for the chat when Shorty mentions fun.
Yeah.
If I got the video demonetized, I apologize. But
no. I said shit first.
Huh?
But it's gonna be there's gonna be some downtime here, so we're gonna be out here having fun, talking Bears, and that's pretty much what this show is about, anyways. I mean, it's not like we come out here with we're all prepared to talk about this or that. We just talk about kind of what's going on. We talk about it from the perspective of a Bears fan and Bears fans, and that's why we love all you guys that hang out with us in chat, because that's what you guys are too, and that's what we are. We're not trying to be know-it-alls. We're not journalists. We're not news reporters. We all have jobs. We all have families. We all work on roofs during the day, right, Foster?
Whoa.
yeah, PJ's exempt from all of that, but otherwise agreed.
Yeah, PJ's
Well,
like,
I got to say this too, though, because you said something. I was like, well, you can say goodbye to this, guys. Last show.
yeah, guys, this is the last show of the paneling.
Yes.
Oh no, I didn't say that.
Oh,
We're going to go back even farther in time, I believe.
mm.
We'll go back.
We're
We'll go back
time
to the late
traveling on
60s, and
BCP?
The next background will be the late 60s.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Uh-oh.
But this is done. So last show, last episode with this background.
By Wade.
By
Oh,
way,
I got all the spots filled for bodies. I got to find a new place.
I'm telling you, that's gonna, yeah.
that has to be included when you show the house, Foster. I mean, are you selling them included? Is that why the price is so high, or are you giving a
Yeah,
discount?
absolutely.
Mummies included.
Okay.
45 years of history in them walls.
It's funny because you could probably talk to people like that too and be like, yeah, there's bodies on the wall. And they're like, oh, this old fuck doesn't know what he's saying anymore.
Just be like, right when they sign the papers, just go, I hit all the bodies and behind that paneling.
Back in the day,
Okay,
I used
buddy.
to go out and play. Back in the day.
J2K saying, like, remove the paneling, let all the bodies hit the floor, dude.
Let the bodies hit the floor. That needs to be on our soundboard.
Could you imagine
That
if you
would be
said that to
awesome.
them? Like, they'd be buying the house, like, as they were signing that last piece of paper on their name, and you go, I hit all the bodies behind the paneling. Turn that shit down, like, within hours.
Walk out of closing right after.
That's when you hit him with, me and John Wayne Gacy, we was pretty good friends back in the day.
Mhm. John Wayne Gacy lived 2 doors down from me, and I
Yeah,
got all
just
my
the more-
tips from him.
The more crazy he gets, they'll just be like, okay, buddy, that's okay. And they'll just think he's literally mentally insane. Must be nice to get away with that.
It's documented. I am with no.
Foster, after all of this time, though, in that house, your mother's house, you've been trying to get ready to sell after all the years that you were doing this, even before you started doing this show with us. You're going to have to give us that tour you gave us and show us, like, the progress you've made, man. That'd be like, that's like,
Agreed.
yeah.
Hard agree.
Yeah. You know what? We'll have to pull that video. Don't we got it live? Didn't I do that live?
Yeah,
Yes.
where you showed all the tools and shit everywhere.
Yeah,
You could-
well,
you
more
could
than
see
that.
somebody-
I think we-
Everything.
Oh, like a
Was everywhere.
comparison?
You can see somebody's
Right.
leg hanging out with a saw
Hey.
next to it. Yeah.
Do you remember do you remember the shower
Yes.
Oh God. Yeah.
with the hose from the faucet?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
gone. I got a real shower and everything, man.
Get out of here.
Real.
I figured you were just going to leave that for them to fix.
Hey, I'm surprised. I'm just surprised. Period.
I did that because the squatters in this neighborhood wouldn't accept that as a shower, so they didn't bother the house.
Just waiting for him to get out there and start vacuuming.
Nowadays,
his lawn.
you can't even do anything about those squatters. They'll just issue them a citation.
I know.
Yikes, man.
Not if you're in
That's why I
California.
got 8 cameras and I'm here all the time, man.
If you're in California, you're just allowed to squat. Like, oh no, they must have personal problems. Just let them stay there for like another couple of months or 3 or 4.
But I heard that mental asylums were essentially outlawed or disbanded or however you want to put it, where those people belong, but now they're just squatting.
It's not just a mentally challenged people who are squatting. It's just people who are lazy.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like,
call
if you're
them all
crazy
scumbags.
enough to do that, you would probably be better suited in a mental asylum, which, to my understanding, does not exist anymore.
Well, just put that energy that you put into cheating the system into working the system to your advantage. I mean, do it.
That makes too much sense, Foster.
Yeah,
I don't appreciate you making sense nowadays.
Hey, let's just defund the police.
Occasionally, I do. Occasionally.
Well,
Let's
let's
just
be honest.
Yeah,
defund the
that's
police.
why you're out of a job, PJ, right?
Yeah, just defund.
Sorry, that was
the
a bit
police.
aggressive.
Oh, that's why you're out of a job. Yeah.
See, one thing I've always said, I want to tell you guys a little secret. When I was working once upon a time, way back when, I said if they ever had to lay me off because there was not enough crime being committed, I was okay with that. But the way the things are going now, golly, I'm done.
You coming out of retirement, Peach?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I
I've
don't
been
blame
asked
you.
a few times. So.
When we needed our hero the most, he vanished.
Was that
Thanks,
for
PJ.
porn or for the police duties?
What was that for? What?
Were you asked to come out of retirement for porn or police duties?
Porn.
Don't worry, PJ. You don't have to answer that.
My name is not Tooch. You know what I'm saying? My name is not Johnny Santucci.
Hey, Shorty, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time and effort, and to be funny, and you have not reached that time yet.
Oh
I
man.
just tell you, I mean, the way things going, man. My heart goes out to you guys, everyone, for real. It's like
Hey,
tough times to live in.
yeah. Aunt Ma said I should dye this orange and blue. I think I will.
Yeah,
Maybe next week or the week after. I'll take care of that, Aunt.
I'm actually moving to the moon.
I heard they're going to put a nuclear reactor on the moon, so you're not even safe there.
That's because that's where you are right now.
I know.
You're always on the moon.
No,
Foster.
that's
You know everything
space.
about it.
That's space. Where's his gun at? Where's his
It's a good
claw?
place.
Where's
It's a good place to be.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot better than reality nowadays, right?
Hey, anything to escape. Hey, step your game up there, Carl.
Oh shit.
Welcome to the big
No,
boys.
let's go to war right now. Let's see who wins.
Squeegee.
Mine might be smaller, but I know how to use it better. Okay.
No wars. That's crap. Wars.
Disclaimer.
You know,
Oh, Scottish Bear. I got a story for Scottish Bear. He asked me, did I ever arrest a cheesehead? I did meet in my official duties Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs.
In your official duties.
Yeah, I was about ready to.
All right, you get the spotlight
arrest
again.
one of them.
I was about ready to write a ticket because a car.
Well, hold on a second. Was this when he crashed his Lamborghini?
No,
That was fun.
Urlacher was parked in the alleyway in my city. You can't park in alleys, so he was parked in the alley, waiting for his brother to get out of practice that was being held. He was playing in the Arena Football League. I forgot his brother's name.
Casey.
You know, I walk up to the car. It's a Mercedes. I walk up to the car. I was like, "Hey, let me see." Oh, I said, "What's up, Brian?" He's like, "Hey." I'm like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "Waiting on my brother." I'm like, "Where your brother at?" He's like, "At the Civic Center, practicing in the Arena Football." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Man, because this was early on when they just got rid of Warwick and Holman. Remember those guys, the linebackers?" So,
Well,
I'm
Warwick
like,
Coleman
man.
was his name. Who was the
What
other
was his
guy?
name?
Warwick Coleman was his name. Who was the other? Oh, you mean
Colvin.
Colvin, Rosie Colvin, and
Yeah, Rosie Colvin.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I
man, I was
remember
like,
Colvin.
so I said, man, you know, what do you guys doing? What do you think about your year coming up? What do you think about it? He's like, I think we'd be pretty good. I'm like, well, you guys got rid of the two outside linebackers. I said, I'm wondering. He said, well, this guy beside me here, I think he's going to be all right. I'm like, who's this? He's like, Lance Briggs. I'm like, oh, at the time, you know, I didn't know who he was. I'm like, well, hey, good luck to you, bud. But man, I'm gonna miss Holben and Colvin. So I said, well, you can't park in the alley, so you gotta move. He's like, oh, okay. All right, you ain't gonna give me a ticket, are you? I'm like, no, man, you good. I'm thinking I don't have to write tickets, so just go ahead.
See, that stuff doesn't even happen anymore. You can't tell me what to do. Blah 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 blah. You know.
No, you're getting a ticket now.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, because
it's on TikTok or something where the person gets arrested because they're just.
You're right, Foster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The body cam shows you didn't give them a ticket and you get demoted.
Man. And that's the thing, there's a certain thing called discretion. So, you got to try to use discretion. Discretion is a better part of valor. So, man. I mean,
Foster, is that comment from Squeegee correct?
They're killing it in the chat on Gacy comments.
Yeah, you guys are killing it, man.
Yeah.
What was the other one? How cold is it in Gacy's house? 29 below. Bodies.
It's pretty cold, man. It's pretty cold.
Ouch.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible, man.
Yeah, I just think that when it comes to dealing with people, period, you just have to have some type of courtesy with people. I mean, it seems like courtesy is a lost art. People are people. Just talk.
Courtesy and common sense ain't so common no more.
You find if you just start talking to someone out of the blue, even if it's a grocery store or a parking lot or whatever, you find that people are very similar to you in many ways.
Oh, absolutely.
We're in this social media world where we don't even know how to talk to anybody anymore. There's a comedian that makes a good bit about, back in the day, people used to just ring your doorbell to come over and you'd be like, hey, it's oh my God, Jim's here, Now somebody rings doorbell, everyone's hitting the ground, they're like,
yeah,
police are, who is that?
You worry about them staying for a while, right, Foster?
Yeah.
they might be staying longer.
Foster doesn't have to worry about that. They've been staying for a long time.
I guess never leave. I just got to figure out what to do with the 8 cars out front.
That's just make sure that you unregister them from all the dead bodies and re-register them to yourself so you can sell them. That's all.
Nah, just throw them in the lake.
A man with experience, huh?
Just that's what you do. You take down that paneling, throw all the mummies in each one of their cars, and just drive them into a pond or a lake somewhere. They'll never find them.
He needs 29 cars, it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, I could stick about 6 or 8 in each one. That's all.
Guys, before we get to chat, let me remind you that we are brought to you by BetUS, where the game begins. Use that link bit.ly/BearsCountryPodcast -BetUS and get 125% sign up bonus with that link. And while you're at it, you might as well go download the PSF app today. That's Pro Sports Fanatics. Find the Bears chat room. Put your chats in there and watch the live game cast with myself and Lester Wiltfong Jr. from the Windy City Gridiron. We'll be doing more of that this year. Live game chats with the Bears, watching the Bears games together. That's going to be a lot of fun. By the way, Lester is our guest next week. And I would also like to announce that the week after that, we're going to have Kenneth Davis is going to join us 2 weeks from tonight. So that's going to be a fun show.
Yeah,
we got to. If you guys ever watch Kenneth Davis, he gets riled up, he gets amped up, and we're going to have a lot of fun with him, man.
Yeah. Now, if you're going to bet, though, guys, make sure you bet responsibly. Please. We're not encouraging you to bet, but if you do, bet responsibly because there are some of us who have never betted before. And that's a good thing. And
if you do bet, make sure you use
that. Would you bet on that, PJ?
I'm willing to bet. I've never made a bet.
That's a good bet.
How much? You've never made a bet. Use that link in the description to get 125% sign up bonus. You'll help the channel. I can promise you that much. Guys, let's get to chat.
I want to throw this in real quick too, because if you got a gambling problem, a drinking problem, a thinking problem, whatever. There's help, and you it's out there, man. Just look it up. If you need help with that,
1-800-GAMBLER.
Please.
What about 1-800-THINKING?
1-800-GAMBLER.
Wait, 1-800-THINKING.
He's looking it up.
So, no, I was just getting rid of them because I'm like, but no, I'm serious, man. If you got a problem with alcohol or drugs, there's help. There's a 888 hotline number out of New York. They'll help you with anything wherever you live in this country, whether it's food, shelter, mental issues, drinking, drugs, alcohol, gambling. They can lead you in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Thought I'd throw
Sounds
that in
like
there with
step
the-
one of Foster's master plan to put you in his paneling. Call this phone number.
With that being said,
Hold on a second. Before you get into that, PJ. So what you're saying is I think too much? I saw that dig
No.
there, Foster. I think too much? Is that what you're saying? I need help?
did he use a spade shovel or did he use a snow shovel?
I don't know if there is any help for you, Dan. That's why I
Doug
just
Van
got through
Dorn in the chat. We got Eric Harper. We got Squeegee. Eric Harper, Scottish Bear.
Scottish.
Cliff
Cliff.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Adam Mason.
Adam.
Wait a second. What the hell was that?
Original DVD.
That's for Adam?
Adam.
I would be okay with that for like a Don Burr, but for Adam, come on,
Adam,
man.
Trust me, he's not making fun of you.
Hey, I like
know what
that.
that
What
was.
you talking about? I mean, if I don't make fun of you, that might tell you something.
True.
That's when you start worrying. If PJ's
You're right.
not making fun of you.
True.
We got a Mr. Shorty, Scrody Fitz. We have
J2K.
J2K
Hanging out with us tonight. What's up, J2K?
Okay.
Ant Muss.
And
You guys haven't mentioned Squeegee yet, have you?
He was the
Yeah,
first
Squeegee.
one up there. Squeegee.
Would you
Eric
bet on that, PJ?
Harper. Would you bet on that? Oh, we got a Jim Foster in here tonight. Who's Jim
I'll take
Foster?
that bet.
That bastard, that's my cousin.
Looks just like you.
Uh-huh.
That's my alter ego.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that
Okay,
guy
Don
is.
Burr.
Yeah. I was grazing in the grass.
Mhm.
Jason UK Bears hopped in the beginning of the show. He said, "Have a great show, guys. I'll catch up tomorrow at work. Massive congrats to the USA cricket team who won a cracking match against Pakistan and the T20 World Cup today. I have no
Ooh.
idea what you're talking about, but sounds cool."
Have absolutely
Yeah,
no idea whatsoever.
ESPN it's like the dry season for sports. ESPN sent me an aggressive push notification, like, "Oh my god, the USA beat whoever they beat in cricket." I'm like, "Who fucking cares?"
You know why it's the dry season? Because nobody gives a shit about baseball.
Yeah, man. I had so many people on the timeline trying to talk about shit about the Sox, like, haha, your season's over. Like, they're fucking 15-50. Who cares about baseball?
That's the problem with baseball. It's like there's so many games that you know when you suck. You know when you suck 20 games in, and you have
No Diddy.
to keep
Huh?
playing all these games.
So
Nice
you
one,
know when
PJ.
you suck, huh? Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, the Cubs were like 25-5 or 25-10, and now they're 30-30 or something crazy. They
Yeah.
suck too. It's just shit.
I can't
Well,
figure that one out.
Shorty, whenever you're done with chat, I'll let you guys ramble on, but there's definitely a monologue maybe that you have ready for you.
Wait, me? I have a monologue?
Yeah, the
I-
pink comment on the chat there.
I love Adam. I
Oh,
love Adam.
that's right. I wanted to get to that. I saw you saying that earlier in the chat before when we pushed it 5 more minutes, Cliff. And I just wanted to say, fuck you. You're right. I don't ever get the show started on time. I'm watching a minute countdown. I'm like, shit, I'm not ready yet.
I can see Cliff saying right now,
As he said, he's back. Perfect
back.
timing.
I'm back.
Do you think he's back with weapons? Should we bet on that? Place a parlay?
Oh, speaking of Cliff, since we're talking about Cliff right now, let me show you guys a picture that Cliff sent me from the 70s
Dang.
of him on his Kawasaki.
That's
Whoa.
Cliff Victoria.
Look at
That
Cliff
is Cliff Victoria
with hair.
with
What do you got? Is that an old KZ, Cliff?
Wait a second.
750, 1,000? I can't see the
it looks like a 750.
yeah. KZ.
Very
KZ
similar to mine,
750.
actually. I have almost the
LTD,
same.
LTD 750. I can't. I had a bunch of those bikes. Those things are great, man. They ran forever.
Pain driven still, right?
What?
That's still
Yeah.
pain driven, right? Because I have a 94 Kawasaki Vulcan that's gear driven. It's got
Yeah,
a
They didn't come out. KZs didn't have the shaft till I think 83.
That's pretty rad there.
No
Cliff. That's
shaft,
pretty
no
rad.
Diddy.
Oh, damn. Nice nice bell bottoms too, Cliff.
Hey. Nice peach colored shirt there, bud.
And nice mustache.
Man.
650.
Nice Chips.
do they call those?
the
Teacher
Chips
mustache?
TV show glasses there. The Highway Patrol.
Let's see if I can zoom in on that mustache.
Look at those shades.
Look at that.
That's what they called it back in the day, right? It was called a teacher mustache for like someone who educated you.
What? I never heard that before.
I'm trying to set someone up to call it a porn stash.
That looks like a 77 or maybe 77 Cougar in the background there, and a
Cougars.
72. Yeah, that car in the background, and that's like a Dodge van in front of them there, like a 72 or
Yeah, that's the Dodge van that you drive around with candy picking up kids in. That's the same damn.
I got one. Oh,
this needs to be a YouTube Shorts, man.
I promise you, this is a true story. That exact same van pulled up behind when I was like 7 years old. That van pulls up, the back door's open, and some guy's like, "Hey kid, you want some candy?" And I was like, "My mom told me
you're gonna have to come out of retirement and open a cold case on Shorty, man."
That was you, huh, Cliff?
T-Bird, okay.
This whole time it was you, Cliff. No wonder why you're our biggest fan. You're like trying to make up for it, huh?
Yeah, he's just that guilty. He doesn't miss a minute of BCP.
Man.
That's an awesome pick. Thank you for that, Cliff.
Candy van, huh?
Thank you for allowing us to make fun of you with that picture. That's awesome.
Love you, Cliff.
You're making fun of Cliff? Come on, man.
Absolutely, man.
Well, I did want to share
something. He'll do it to you, so don't sweat it.
I wanted to share something with you guys today. This week was the first week that the high school that my grandsons attend started football practice. So I was able to get my feet in the grass today or this week, get them yelling in, get some of those pad reps for my boys there. Felt it's a good day. Good day. Football is here. Football is back. I'm ready. It's like, yeah. Got
for you.
Give somebody a forearm there.
For your regular Bears fans, we still got, 6 weeks?
Yeah. But for you high schoolers, boy, we was out there.
I remember high school football starting for me in
July?
No.
Hell Week is in July.
Yeah, like July, yeah.
Yeah, they started early these days.
Now, Coach B, who's been on the show many times before, one of my best friends, like they're already doing football down near Savannah right now. It's like year round down here.
Yeah. This week was the first week, and they did one of those like board drills today. Watching my grandson knock 3 people or pancake 3 people in order to make the tackle was impressive.
He's got to get that scholarship one way, huh?
Okay, that's the one this is the other one. I'm still working on it. Yeah, we're working on scholarships there. Still working on them.
You'll get them.
Keep traditions.
You will get them. You will.
The right school will come around. You'll get them for sure.
Correct.
Adam Mason saying it would be a crime to start football here in Vegas. 110. No kidding.
That's it.
110 degrees here today. Oof.
That's it.
But you know what people always would say about? Well, see, the thing about Vegas, though, it has dry heat. I'm like, heat is heat. 110 degrees is 110 degrees.
Yeah, I spent at least a week in Arizona. That dry heat shit is for the birds.
Right. I was like, granted, humidity's a bug, but damn.
I lived in Colorado where it was dry heat, and it would get to 104, and I was like, oh my God. It's like almost enough to just scorch your skin.
Well, it was nice this week here, and it was pretty decent for football weather. I'm like, man, count your blessings.
Was it windy there today?
It was breezy. It was breezy today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good day. Good day to hit somebody.
Charles Johnson, thanks for joining us.
Charles Johnson.
PJ getting excited for a Johnson. A tale as old as time.
Ooh.
Put that disclaimer back up again. I don't know how much we're going to use that a lot tonight or what.
You know what? You know what, Carl?
Can confirm. Nope.
I
don't know what. Misfire. Misfire in the chat. Man down.
That's a new thing we call ourselves.
I've got a code red. I need backup. You're gonna get PTSD. I'm sorry.
Man down.
We started off pulling somebody for saying the wrong thing. Now they pull themselves. Oh my goodness.
You said his name. Somebody said his name.
We are blessed. We are blessed with the disgrace of Don Burr joining us tonight.
The
Thank you, Don.
disgrace.
Yeah, you know you've made it when Don Burr is hanging out in your chat.
Mhm.
Hey, Detroit versus everybody. That's all I
Super
can
Bowl,
say.
that's right. Super Bowl for the Bears after the Bears beat Detroit in the championship game, my friend.
Hey,
Don, go drink a Foster's.
hey, Don. I do have a serious question for you, Don. Seriously, how do you feel about Jared Goff getting that extension?
While you guys are mulling that over, Cliff, of course, had to bring up his Kawasaki again. So I'll show everyone our favorite spot to drive, a.k.a. Rome on his way to Kansas.
Oh,
Rome to Canton. Yes.
hey,
Yeah, the wide receiver. Isn't that cool? I couldn't
very
help
cool.
myself when I found that.
Too bad he's
in
not number
Illinois,
20.
right?
Too bad that didn't say Route 15.
Canton's not too far from me.
Interesting, because you're southern. Yeah, you're closer to Ohio. Okay,
Ohio.
okay.
Yeah, that's Ohio Beach.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, look at the
Rome.
You're
Canton,
thinking
Ohio.
route. You're thinking about Route 20, right?
Now you got me lost. I'm thinking about 29 or 24.
Below.
29 because the dead bodies and
29
Foster.
below.
Yeah.
Gonna have to get that like on an obvious shirt or something. 29 below.
He says that he loves golf because he's getting paid because he's earned every penny. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So
He had.
I'll have to crunch some numbers, but it's so crazy to me that the Lions had one sniff of success after years of mediocrity. Literal in your lifetime, you watch your team go winless in a football season. And now you have all this money invested in 3 players in one season. Goff, Amon-Ra, and Penei Sewell.
Ooh,
I don't know. It feels like they're stacking their team up like a house of cards.
ooh.
Let's take a look at
some numbers on that.
while we're sitting here, while we're at it.
I don't even know what the actual NFL salary cap number is. I know the salary cap is a myth, but
before we get started in Bears talk, just to appease Don Burr here, let's get to his numbers here. I mean,
quarterback numbers.
32, 45, 44, 38, 45, 75, 29, 30, 7, 12. Okay. I can see why you're happy about that. I don't think he's, we're not Lions fans, so if he was our quarterback, we would be, just as excited about him getting that extension as you are, Don.
He'd be our all-time leading passer, wouldn't he?
Fuck yeah, he would be by a mile.
Now look at the 2018 season. That's the year that the Rams went to the Super Bowl and lost that thriller 10-3 game or whatever. He had 65% completion, 4,700 yards, and 32 touchdowns. Yeah. Look at what he did for the Lions this past year.
Yep.
He had a better completion percentage, but worse yards, worse touchdowns, and he had just as many interceptions. One could say it was a Super Bowl season. Obviously, they're a 1 win away, so
that would be an MVP. This is better. This season right here is better than Matt Ryan's MVP season for the Falcons.
NFL is changing, though. I mean, I don't know when that Super Bowl was, but just a 5-year difference is making such a huge change.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't take much for these rulings to just continue to favor the offense.
Yeah.
Hey, Goff's an okay quarterback. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. I can't say anything negative about him. I mean, he's a pretty decent quarterback. I think that first year when he was with the Rams and he had Jeff Fisher as his coach, yikes. But that goes to show, when you have a decent defensive head coach and you're drafting a quarterback number 1 overall, it's challenging, man. I mean, you have a rookie quarterback and you got a defensive coach. Unless you have a brilliant offensive mind, you're going to stunt that guy's growth a little bit.
Look, can I want to get to a couple of comments here in chat? Jason's saying, I blocked Don Burr because why are you letting him take over a Bears podcast while chatting about the Lions? And then Squeegee says, why the hell are you feeding Don Burr? And I'll say this is my rebuttal to you guys. Don Burr is a professional troll who is known by everyone for being a professional troll. Don Burr likes to be an asshole, but Don Burr has a soft spot. And I'm trying to get to that soft spot because I know deep down inside he does have some respect. He's just trying to be that over-the-top fan, and I respect that because he loves his team as much as I love mine, and you guys love yours. So, Don, for the 100 millionth time, get your ass on the show and come talk with us out of respect. Have some respect for your team and our team, like New Breed 313 does for the Lions and other podcasters of other teams. There's no reason you can't come on here and have a healthy, fun debate with us and be respectful about it, man. I know deep down inside you are that fan. You just love being an annoying guy because of your passion for your team.
He loves poking the bear. That's what it is. He loves poking
the bear.
If the Scrody fits.
Okay. Mr. Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Munoz.
Jeremy Munoz.
I'm so sorry.
Jeremy spoken.
Class today.
That soft spot is his.
Oh, I love how he just froze. That's perfect.
Perfect, PJ. You were born to do this.
Totally froze. You're like, that soft spot. No, I honestly, seriously, I've asked you a million times, Don. You said you were this close one time, but please come on the show. We'd love that. You were this close.
Wait a second. He was that close to what?
Put the disclaimer up again, Carl. He does it all the time. Doesn't even know it.
We do not touch dick tips here, Don.
He was that close.
You see what Eric Harper had to say, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, at the Blue Oyster Club.
Now that's a man talking of experience. Goodness gracious. Don Burr, you're telling Ant-Miss to go to sleep, but man, how do you sleep? I see you the first chatter in every single Bears live stream. You have your notifications. You have your notifications set. You probably got like Courtney Cronin or someone feeding you the times of when she's going to be there so you can sync it up. It's crazy how much reach you have.
Poking the Scrody.
If there was more than 2 Lions podcasts, I would love to see him on them talking Lions, but he's never there. He's always here talking Bears.
Yeah, that's real. That too is like
Bears.
a high estimate as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's crazy how aggressive their fans are. To be fair, their subreddit is hilarious. Their memes are on point. But the aggression from their fans saying how everyone else sucks, you've only had 1 year of good. Just one.
Yeah.
I can't say I am envious of the Lions O-line.
Yeah.
So you can't say that you are?
I am. I think they have a real good.
Oh, you're envious of the Lions right now.
Yeah.
The offensive line.
Yeah,
like
the offensive line.
Saying, if it wasn't for the O-line, Goff wouldn't have gotten paid.
Right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they got a good O-line.
I'll take 3 or 4 of them guys on that Detroit Lions line myself and stick them right on the
Absolutely.
Bears. Now we're talking.
Absolutely.
Because that's our biggest weakness. So, in my opinion, that interior offensive line, dude.
Foster,
What
let's
is
make me
going on
feel
with
like we
AJ?
should do like a pick 'em, build our own NFC North team and see how good that team would look
Oh,
like.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
What is up with Nate Davis, though?
Yeah, I got some starred comments. Mr. VHS, he hooked us up. This is actually, I'd say, pretty accurate to what I heard.
For those of you in the chat, Mr. VHS is a DVD, by the way.
Doug Van
DVD doesn't need to know that VHS knows that I call him VHS. No one else in the chat needs to know that.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But essentially, there were some comments. I don't know if it was from the presser today with Flus. Flus has talked like every day this week, but he essentially had a lot of mystery around Mr. Davis. He didn't say this is the issue. Here's when he's going to come back. Any of that. He didn't throw him under the bus and say, I don't know why he's not here. I don't know why he's injured. All this bull. But essentially, as you can see from Mr. VHS, he's saying he was in the building, but not on the field. Flus talked about the right guard spot and how several people are competing for it. Mentioned Bates, but not Davis. And then he was followed up in saying he was listed at the top of the depth chart. And he said, yeah, he's been our starter. So kind of putting into question what's going to be happening. I remember Foster pointed out that one of the Bears players they signed this offseason, I think his name is Matt Pryor. He had a lot of versatility across the line as far as playing both sides of the line on tackle and guard. And I think he was the one who was taking some of the first team reps this week, along with either Ryan Bates or Coleman Shelton, whoever wasn't at center.
Who's number 79?
Might be Matt Pryor. I'm not too sure.
Whoever 79 was, I saw him taking some first team reps.
I can see if I can try and find. I have it somewhere like to my Twitter. The Bears Wire did a good job of putting the numbers of the players that were at training camp today or this week.
I'm going to change DVD's name though, real quick. We'll just call him 8-track. That's the old
8-track. That predates
VHS.
too much. No, we're not going to do that. That predates me too.
Yeah, 79 is Matt Pryor.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate you, bro.
He played
I
both
seen
guard
him.
spots. He's
Yeah,
played both guard spots, and I believe left tackle in the NFL.
So wait,
And he can play right too. So
this kind of begs the question: what was Nate Davis's contract? Because honestly,
after this year, it's essentially a free out, to my understanding. I wouldn't quote me on that, but
3-year deal, and the third year is where Coles could get out of it if it doesn't work out.
Yeah,
He's doing that he knows what he's doing with this stuff. That's the one thing I do like. He's very intelligent with that.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
VHS made a
good,
comment
everything
earlier
should be
about how
fine.
bad.
But just in case
Page
it's not,
was.
we've got leeway here in the third year. So that 3-year contract is essentially a 2-year deal with a low end buyout. I'm going to say,
He
whatever.
was on the field. Nate Davis, that is. He was on the field yesterday. They said.
Yeah, like a weird ramp up period or something.
Yeah, he was on
so
the field some. So
I think it's just too early to start asking questions of these
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
They were required to be there, and they were. But if there's anything, I think Cole Kmet was out till 1 a.m. with Caleb Williams at Topgolf. They held him out because he had a tight back or something. Any bullshit,
Right.
they're just not going to play with that. So I'm not too worried about
See
it.
this? Nate
my
Davis.
guy Adam. Yeah, my
go
guy
ahead.
Adam brings up the fact that Nate Davis out next year. Can get out
A
next
monster,
year.
a
dead cap
monster
of
$2 million cap hit. Yep.
Yeah,
And a $10 million savings.
cool.
Yikes! That sounds like Cody Whitehair 2.0, man.
as far as I'm concerned, we've found our right guard. His name is Tevin Jenkins. You put him. I've said this a million times. I'll say it again. Tevin Jenkins next to Darnell Wright. They could line up, put their hands in the dirt, and tell the defensive lineman in front of them, "Hey, we're running a power right."
Now I seen
They
somewhere.
can't stop him.
I seen somewhere on one of the podcasts where someone asked Flus that, and they said no. Tevin's our left guard, with no thought of moving him to right guard.
That's such a
What's the
disappointment.
problem? Why? He came in as a left tackle. He was a right tackle in college. They put him onto right guard when they first, essentially told him to earn a spot. And now he's carved out, in my opinion, a fringe all-pro selection at left guard. Just leave the kid.
Yeah. That's what
I
said.
like him. I'm with
Leave
Shorty.
him
I
alone
really
now.
like him at right guard because it seemed like
I like Tevin Jenkins, period.
Yeah.
But
pause.
You leave him. He's got that
No,
season
did
under
he?
his belt. Leave him on the left side. If him and Braxton hang around and Braxton makes a little more progress,
yeah,
we'll have a solid tandem.
I think we could agree.
if he can stay healthy.
It feels like Darnell Wright's a better right tackle than Braxton is a left tackle. So you
Yeah.
probably want the better guard next to the worst tackle, if that makes sense. I don't know.
agree.
But if
I
I
agree with Shorty fully that if you
I-
are at the goal line and you need that power,
if I
punch
need
in,
that 1 yard, I need to know I can go to that right side with those two
put
guys.
Andrew Billings at
100% of the
fullback if
time.
you need 1 yard.
100% of the
Let's get
time.
crazy.
Every time they ran the fucking ball to the right when he was at right guard, it was money. And the only thing I can think of is that they paid Nate Davis this much
Wanna
money
bet on that?
if you do want to bet, make sure you sign up with BetUS.com, bit.ly/BearsCountryPodcast -BetUS. There you go.
Nice plug there, bud. I like that, man.
It's got to be because they signed
I want PJ's paycheck this time.
Nate Davis to be the right guard. And he's not comfortable playing the left guard, so they're going to have to play him. That's why you better pay Tevin.
No,
Huh?
Who's getting pulled, me or you?
I'm just saying.
I have a
explain.
great idea.
Let me explain.
All better. We got it, Foster. Everything's all better.
Next week we will be having a new producer. I just want to make that announcement early. But no, I think
Carl's getting promoted.
Yeah,
getting
BJ
fired.
lost his
Hands out,
spot.
but we need a new producer.
Breaking news: BCP drama.
I just think
BJ
that
forced
with-
out.
with
I'm sorry.
Tevin, he's a great player. I mean, I think he has a makings to be something great. It's just his injury concern, and I think that's what's Poles is going to look at really heavy. He's going to be like, can I trust this guy? Can I trust this guy to pay this guy? Because I heard on the podcast yesterday where they said Tevin's people reached out to the front office to try to begin contract negotiations. The front office didn't reach out to them. So that's telling me something like, okay, they having some type of reservation about his health. What's up, Jay Grizz?
Grizzly Bear.
I think it's being cautious. I don't know if they'll do anything with those talks. I mean, I want to see him play another season and see if he's going to stay healthy for one damn season, man.
Yeah, PJ, I was kind of in and out of what you were saying, but if you're saying that there's supposed to be a little bit of a prove it from Tevin Jenkins before they sign him, that's this year, man. That's this year.
Well, that's why I think that's why they haven't tried initiating the talks themselves, because they wouldn't see that.
Agreed.
I totally agree. And they have so much ammo now going into the next year in the draft. They'll have 3 picks in the top 64. 2 of those are going to be interior line, at least be offense, defense, or maybe
Interior?
edge rusher. Maybe there's an edge rusher on defense, but in any
You got to get an edge rusher. So.
if Tevin Jenkins can't prove it this year, I think that they would be okay with moving on if need be.
I think if the
It
line,
just suck because they'd have to move on from Nate Davis too, more than likely.
if they've got pieces of this line that they find another piece that's going to stick around and is successful at a position, man, they could be looking at center and with one of those picks if there's, I don't even know.
What if Booker blows up? What if Booker has 14 sacks as a rookie? I mean, we've seen it happen with close to that with what's his name in the Lovie Smith era,
Mark Anderson.
Mark Anderson.
Yeah.
So what if he has 14 sacks, right? And blah blah blah.
I'm moving back off the moon.
What's that?
If he gets 14 sacks, I'm coming back to Earth. I'm leaving the moon.
He might even go to a game.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, maybe.
Yeah.
And then when he went to a
This
game,
season.
he would get injured.
Well,
Yeah, you just need to stay away from games, PJ.
well, you know, I think you're safe this year.
Yeah, I tried.
J to the Kizzy.
I tried with PJ. I told you I'm not going to a game anymore.
You know what? I felt so honored. Shorty asked me to go do a game with him. He asked me to share, what is the skybox, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I said, Shorty, you all right. But ain't nowhere in the world I'm driving up to Chicago in the middle of winter when they might have a snow blizzard to try to go to a game.
Let's be fair. It's the
I
beginning of winter.
got room, Deej.
It's only
A final resting place, if you will, PJ. A final resting spot.
I'm not going to be going to Foster's house. Hold on. I'm not that brave. I'm a
My
brave man.
other house has a crawl space.
The Underground Railroad. Oh no, I ain't going. No, oh, no.
DJ's the only one who could make that joke. Good job. Yikes, man.
let's be fair though, PJ. It's the day after the beginning of winter. It's the 22nd. The first day of winter is the 21st.
And yeah, we're known to have to get snowstorms every now and then. So that'll be a big fat negative.
That's okay. I already got tickets anyway. We're not doing the skybox.
I really like this comment from J2K. He says he remembers when Alex Brown said that Dan Bazan. I don't even know who that player
Dan
is.
Bazzini actually is Bazzini. From
Okay.
Western Kentucky, I believe.
I'm assuming he was the opposite defensive end.
Yeah, we drafted him in the second round, and he was a total bust.
Was that early 2000s?
That was
While you old guys are thinking about that, the reason I bring that up is because I saw the.
That's it. You're out of here.
I'm back.
You could just say why you guys. You don't got to throw old in every
the old guys.
time you say
You're
it.
not that old. If you heard it, I wasn't that fast. So you guys are good. You guys are all still half there.
Yeah.
Anyway, One of my favorite trades that I saw, because I was just poking around the other day looking at the Bears roster.
Jeez, we're going to
I didn't
Joe
know that they
yet, dude.
traded Marty Booker and a third for a Gunlier.
Mhm.
And a Gunlier was an undrafted player who came on for the Diddy. He came on for the Dolphins. Yeah,
Right.
That's so cool. I didn't know that was the thing. I thought that either they got him. Actually, no, I didn't know they traded for him. I thought they just used their own capital. I didn't know it was for Marty Booker.
Wasn't that after Gaines Adams passed away that they had to make that deal?
They made the investment into Gaines. I thought Gaines Adams was drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They
He
signed him
was.
agent.
We traded a second for him.
Oh, traded.
Yeah, we traded
Really?
a second for him, and then after his passing, I think they had to scramble to get another guy, and that's when they went to go get Agonier.
Man, I didn't know that Gaines Adams was someone they invested capital in. I thought he was a high draft pick that didn't pan out, and the Bears just rolled the dice on him.
Second rounder.
Man, wow, that's got to be crazy.
See what happens when you're a little bit older there, Carl. You get some stuff that you actually remember.
I don't remember much to begin with, though. So,
Well,
Vernon Roseman, evening, sir.
Vernon.
Mr. Vernon Roseman.
Thank you for joining us. Good to see you, Vernon.
I gotta put a Mister on that. Mr.
Our
Vernon
friend of the show
Roseman.
has been on several times. Very well-spoken gentleman. Thank you for joining us. The man who got me the job with the Bears.
that's who this is.
Yeah, Vernon. Yeah, he got me the job. He was the one that had the job, and he had a second ticket to the press box to run off all the stats and everything for all the journalists at the end of every quarter. So yeah, that was awesome. That was the time of our lives. We talk about it all the time. How much fun that was.
Is Vernon Hills named after that lad by chance? I'm just kidding.
Hey, golly.
Yeah, Cliff is a little bit of a Bears podcasting whore, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'll throw out a conspiracy theory. What if Cliff Victoria is an alternate account under the Don Burr alias?
No, I know Cliff personally.
No way.
Do you know Don Burr personally?
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah, just sit
I
back.
talked to him, but I'm going no. Cliff is not Cliff.
Put a
is
one
Cliff,
in the chat
period.
if you've
Cliff
seen
is
Don
fucking
Burr and
meatloaf.
Cliff Victoria in the same room together. Put a one in the chat. Let's see how many ones get put into the chat. There's going to be none.
Tony Moy.
Tony.
What's up, Tony?
What's up, everyone? You guys remember when Michael Haynes sucked too? He was drafted in
Yeah.
Oh, I got a tiny little story on that. It's very short and sweet. My dad used to work for like RZA Cadillac, just GM in general. He would always get invites to Bears related stuff for a meeting or whatever. And he had a choice to sit down at a spot to get a signed helmet. He sat next to a signed Mike Brown helmet that he didn't get and instead got a Michael Haynes helmet.
Oh my goodness.
He's still pissed off about that to this day.
Good old Michael Haynes. Those are the days.
Don Burr want to know how
They
did he
turned
get
it
in this
around so
conversation?
quickly, though. Like I said, I was looking at the Bears' early rosters since the 2000s. They got Tillman and Briggs in the same drafts.
Hey, Jerry Angelo wasn't a bad GM. Uh-oh. We got a super chat. Super chat.
Thank you, Jason. Have we even acknowledged Jason? I feel
Yes.
like we passed him. Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jason.
I
$1.99
appreciate
super
that,
chat.
Jason.
Thank you so much, Jason. That'll start. So that'll go to you now, Carl. Look at that $1.99.
Dude, he
After
still
the
hasn't given me
fees
like
and whatnot.
the
He'll get
25
80
after I sent him the 100.
I don't know if I want to repeat. I don't know
If
if I want to repeat myself, but I said you could wipe your butt with that $2 because I don't want it. Invest it into the BCP betterness as
Oh.
Jason intended.
But let's acknowledge
Let's
what
get
Jason
Foster
actually
some
said.
better streaming equipment with that $2
Jason said
and his unemployment check. I'm just kidding.
Booker, I think, will be good. What about Randolph
He's referring to Keith Randolph Jr.
Yep.
from Illinois?
I would be happy to throw up the roster if you guys want, just so we can see where he fits into all of this. Your call.
He has a chance to back up Billings, and he has to compete against. No, well, Zach Pickens, I guess, can move the 3 technique behind.
I
Dexter.
feel like Zach Pickens would be the third man into the defensive line currently.
Yeah,
I know that Shortolini here thinks that there might be another human that is signed as an NFL free agent for the Bears.
Calais Campbell.
Yeah, some
my
big
hope.
retirement home folk.
Dude, I have his numbers right here. I wanted to bring this up. Calais Campbell.
I have bring up the sacks.
Calais Campbell last year at 36 years old.
playing
about to turn
5 technique.
37. Look, 6.5 sacks,
3 sacks against the NFC South.
56 combo sacks, 30 or combo tackles,
56 sacks.
32 solo tackles.
Hello, Lawrence Taylor.
6.5 sacks. As a 36-year-old, that's the kind of guy, if you put on this team, he is going to get 6.5 to 7 sacks, and he's going to help out the young
I don't know. What I would like to see is what sacks came against the Panthers and Saints. The Buccaneers, I think, have a respectable line.
I just want to point out.
I know their tackles are good.
He played 5 technique last year, and the Bears currently doesn't run a 5 technique. I just want to point of clarification.
You want to remind
Calais Campbell has always been like an Akeem Hicks and in a 3-4. That is a very valid point. So I don't know if he would want to come out of the retirement home to play a new position. I think there was a specific reason that Campbell signed with the Falcons, but it's escaping me currently.
Money?
No, a little bit more than that. He's definitely in collecting a check phase, in my opinion. But I think he had familiarity with a coach or something.
I want to go back to Keith Randolph since we're just answering that question.
Let's talk about Keith Randolph. I think he's a solid.
We'll start Adam's comment and come back to that. I'm going to put this defensive lineup on the screen just so we have some names in front of us.
Go ahead, Foster. Talk about Keith Randolph.
Okay. I think Randolph's underrated because he was playing with Newton, and we all know we saw where Newton went in the draft. I think he's better than people give him credit for, and the talent's there. It's just if he can make some progress in certain areas, and somebody in there put it right. He's more of a 3 tech, and that's kind of what we were talking about last year, man. Right?
What's his measurables?
Who's going to be the 3 tech? He's a little small, I think, 6'2". I don't know. I don't have it.
Foster, it's Gervon Dexter's job to lose at 3 tech, in my opinion.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Carl, can you look up
if things don't work out? He played 18% of his snaps. Dexter played 18% of his snaps last year at the end.
Oh, are we talking about Keith Randolph?
Yes.
Yeah. Keith Randolph.
Let me get the beast in front
Randolph
of me.
Jr. out of University of Illinois.
Who's that? No, I'm just kidding.
Jason
he
says,
is 6'5".
Dexter, and I would not be.
He was pretty big.
Correct.
6'5", 300 pounds.
Yeah, go either way.
I thought he was shorter.
So did I.
I knew he was taller than Newton because Newton's 6'2".
J2K put what I was trying to spit out of my mouth. J2K said Randall had to do the dirty work with Newton next to him, would have played Newton's position had he been on another team. So that's kind of why he's like an unsung guy down there in Illinois, because Newton got up. You heard all college season long, if you followed the Big Ten, Newton at Illinois was, he's the guy. He's the guy in the Big Ten for defensive end position coming out into the draft. It was all season long because I follow Illinois, man. Half my family went to that school.
Dane Brugler from The Athletic, his summary on Randolph was that overall, Randolph is missing an explosive element to his arsenal, but he maintains his gap integrity and with his ability to lock out, track, and do his job in the run game. He projects as an NFL backup who offers scheme versatility and depth at multiple positions. I think I talked about this with Adam on the episode that I did with him. Essentially, he would be the perfect fourth or fifth interior defensive line for the Bears. Or at least that's how I see it.
He's got one thing.
Here I say.
He's got one thing in there that they didn't mention. His heart is different than other players. There's that guy, that undrafted free agent. We got a couple of them on this team that they become starters. They adapt and overcome. And I think Randolph is going to be one of those guys at some point. I do.
Put it on the TikTok.
How many guys are going to get pulled from our practice squad this year? Because we've been seeing guys getting plucked from our practice squad quite a bit under the Bulls regime.
Let's see who's on there first, bro.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But Chroma could make the practice squad. Randall could make the practice squad. If either of those makes the practice squad, I could see them getting plucked.
You say Chroma? Who's that?
Jamry Chroma is a undrafted defensive end out of I forgot what school.
I don't even know.
He's got a lot of explosion to him.
Did you see Adam Mason's comment on Randolph, guys? Adam Mason said Randolph in 2022 was elite, truly awesome. Down year last year with some injuries, slowed down by his height.
Mm-hmm. My buddy is a huge Illini fan, huge, and he doesn't fuck around when it comes to like actual good players that could be something in the NFL. He usually calls them out of Illinois. He said he was excited about us picking him up as a UDFA.
I need to talk to University of Illinois now that you mention it.
I'm sorry, that's my favorite.
You do.
Yeah.
Favorite UDFA guy that the Bears got this year.
They lost 2 defensive tackles, and I so happen to know a defensive tackle who just graduated high school.
Is his name PJ?
PJ3, actually.
PJ3.
Yeah. PJ the third.
PJ the third. By the way, we were supposed to have Heidi. I think her last name is Oso on tonight. She was she's got her own podcast. She's been on the Barroom Network before. Foster and I met her at Aldo's party. Super sweetheart. She lives in Acapulco. She came home from Aldo's party, that Bears game, to Category 4 hurricane in Acapulco. She was supposed to join us tonight. Had some plans come up, but she might be joining us a little bit later here on the show if we're still going. So look out for that. She's an awesome lady. She'll be fun to have on. She's a huge fucking Bears fan. My goodness.
Absolutely.
Good structure on that sentence. It could have gone south fast.
Yeah. You got to watch yourself with what you're saying around here with PJ. And now look who you've done to Carl, PJ.
Yeah, I think that you've poisoned my
tainted
mind.
him.
I'm gonna have to sue for defamation, PJ.
Well, I'm just saying, look at the sign behind Carl's head. That's all I got to say.
I was going to ask you, does anyone know what the hell that means? Anyone in chat?
Chat clearly didn't say anything for an hour, so now this is all on BCP, not me.
Fuck
Dontavian. Say it with me slowly, shorty. Dontavian.
Dontavian.
Don Bertavian.
Okay, the reason I put that up, because for the last 2 weeks it says fuck the Packers, so I made a little bit of a
personalization.
A similar comment. Yeah, a little bit personalization. I just saw on Twitter that Packers are making fun of saying that Dontavian Wicks forced Eddie Jackson to retire this year, which total bullshit. He retired when he got injured and picked off the Packers to win the NFC North in 2018. But
did he officially retire?
No, of course not. It's just bullshit. But he's not on an NFL roster, it's my understanding right now. Doesn't mean he's not a good player or a Bears great, but
Adam Mason caught it.
Well, do we have the chat logs? We have to find the chat logs. I'll find it. Don't worry.
Only thing I'm saying is with Eddie Jackson, his play really dipped last year. I was disappointed, very disappointed.
Last year?
Yes. Well,
I would say after
he
injured himself, he started to choose not to tackle. And then there was an uptick with his tackling, in my opinion, the year after he really got called out publicly. But then it regressed back to the norm.
Well, he's never been a great tackler, but yeah, after
early in his career, the perfect running mate for him was Amos. Amos was the thumper. And you had Eddie Jackson, the ball hawk.
Agreed.
He just digressed too fast.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Well, but also the Bears they never recovered to get the right person at that other position to leave Eddie to be open and roam the field and do the thing.
Yeah, I think that was an all-time low moment from Pace when he signed literally like the duplicate version of Eddie Jackson to play the other safety position.
I didn't understand that move at all.
Sounds like I'm one of the old men now. I'm talking about old
And
years
even they
past.
had,
Don Burr on tap.
What's his name? He was on the 49ers last year in the playoffs. The guy they signed from the Texans for.
He was originally on the Bills.
Yeah.
But it's ironic because it's Tayshaun Gibson, I believe.
Yes. There you go.
There you go, Adam.
Man, you found it before me.
I thought he was actually originally on the Browns.
Yeah, he was originally drafted by the Browns. But the point I was trying to make was just that that safety did not look out of place whatsoever for the 49ers this past couple of years. He's actually been good for them, which is cool.
DVD, you got that one right. I just read that.
So there was a Chicago area furniture store back in the 70s through 90s named Wix. Your sign scans their old age.
Sorry.
Hashtag not an ad. You're welcome.
Yeah, we need some royalty rights. We need to get a Wix as a sponsor. I remember that.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
Jason's saying Bayard is an upgrade. Holy shit, is he?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Freaking-lutely.
We have another super chat.
Jay Grizz.
$1.99 super chat from Jay Grizz. You down with me? Yes.
You know me on Thursdays, right?
On
Yes,
Thursday.
sir.
It's a trips line on Thursdays.
Yes, sir.
You know, Kevin Bayard is, I mean, you can already see it, right? He's Matt Eberflus talked about him today as being just an instant leader on the team. He's a ball hawk. That's the reason why they wanted him. I mean, he comes out and he's saying all this good stuff about, Caleb and supporting him and trying to make him better. He's an instant leader on this team, instant veteran leader, which is what we need. We need someone that's gonna take that position that Eddie Jackson had and make it better. And I think him playing next to Kwani B is going to make this safety position, this backfield, even that much better. I mean, look at our
world is Kwani B.
Jaquan Brisker, old head.
That's his Twitter handle.
Oh my goodness.
Hopefully it'll make it a little more difficult on the quarterback to read the defense, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you just said this, Foster. There was a report today that it was a quote from Brisker. Actually, I saw this from Mr. Lester Wilfong. So
thank you, Jay Grizz.
He said that there's not going to be a strong safety and a free safety per se. It's just going to be that they're going to be aligning on each side, like how the Bears have always done with their cornerbacks. Now it's going to be the same with their safeties. I don't know if it's the correct side, but essentially Brisker will always be on the right and Bayard will always be on the left. I, for one, think that's stupid, but
no way, man. I think
let me tell you something there, Mr. Geronimo's. Us old heads remember back when we had Finzik and Doug Plank, and they had some good football back then. There, you did get the reference to Geronimo, right?
Who are you talking to?
Even I didn't get
exactly. That. Y'all didn't get Geronimo? Oh,
I got it all, Peach. I'm with you.
Thank you.
I'm too young for that one.
I played safety, and I think the 3 years I played, all the tackling I did was by design a copy of Doug Plank, so none of it would be allowed in the NFL today. That's the only difference I can come up with, man. But they were awesome, those guys together.
Plank, one of our listeners who doesn't really get to catch the show at this time, but he's always listening the next day, always commenting. Yeah. We love you, Plank. I guarantee you he gets his name from Doug Plank for sure.
Yeah. What's up, Plank?
Would you bet on that?
What is I would bet on that.
BetUS. Responsibly.
LIT.BY.
You can't remember? Don't worry, I got you.
Get 100.
BetUS.
125% sign up bonus.
Dude, ads flowing this time. We have to make up for lost time.
I'm trying to get the odds in Vegas for Plank.
Oh, I thought you were calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Or 1-800 thinker. Is that what it is?
Let's call my bookie.
What's up, Mo Behrman? Thanks for joining us.
Mo Behrman.
That's a PJ job. How'd you steal that from PJ, man?
Yeah.
I like this comment from Tony Moy.
We've been on, these guys. A lot of these guys have been around here since before I was even on the show, man. F these freaking guys.
Tony Moy asks, will Brisker stay healthy? He has had a little bit of concern with that, but I'm going to tell you one guy that's going to stay healthy this year. That's going to be Tevin Jenkins. Why? Contract year. Contract year means everyone going into a contract year plays their best and as healthy as they've ever been in their career. They get that big contract, and then we'll see what happens after that. But that contract year is, historically, it leans in favor of players having their best season for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Got to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what is that I'm saying? BetUS. I'll put it out there. Swifty and I have started the Yannick Ngakoue discussion, and we have an official bet on the Bears signing Ngakoue. I clearly am on the side of not signing him. Yeah, you said that when you were on the draft show with us. Make sure you bet. Actually, no, if you're going to do that, go to PSF. Pro Sports Fanatics. Download that app, guys. It's after this. Pro Sports Fanatics has now a peer-to-peer waging waging system, so you can create bets with your friends, and they're like little side bets within the app that you can.
About a whole lot of betting today. For those of you with a gambling addiction, please seek help.
If you have a gambling problem, that's for sure.
Right after you compile that perfect parlay, that five-step bet.
J2K brings up a point about Brisker and Byard being in the backfield together there, and how Byard's a multiplier. If he's truly a multiplier, combined with Sweat being a multiplier, and I think TJ Edwards is just outstanding as our will linebacker. I think not to mention our cornerbacks, our defense can be really, really special this year. Really special.
I don't disagree. I saw a comment earlier on someone saying that it was a little bit concerning that Byard didn't really stand out in a stacked Eagles secondary. But I don't know about you guys. I don't think that the Eagles secondary was very good whatsoever. So
I contribute a lot of that, the fact that he came over there with mid-season.
Yeah, he was a draft day, or sorry, a trade deadline acquisition.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to catch up in those times, man. So whenever I see it, surprisingly, Sweat did well. But for the most part, I think it's just hard when in NFL when you get drafted mid-season to try to catch up.
I never considered Byard to be like a true ball hawk. I always thought he was more of like a well-rounded guy, but maybe in his age he's getting slower, so I don't know. I think that J2K might be right, and it might be truly more of a, I don't know, not strong safety and free safety, but more they're just, cover two. They're both playing their positions back there on each side. So I don't know. I don't want to be skeptical of Byard. I like the signing.
It could be more to his wisdom with age.
No, definitely. Yeah, you definitely don't want to have a full slate of young players. Jalen Johnson knows his stuff by this point, but he's young, and everyone else is either year 2 or year 3, essentially. It's all young players, so you needed a veteran in the mix. I think Byard was perfect. I was telling myself earlier, I can't believe that Justin Simmons from the Broncos is still not on an NFL roster. I would hope that that's his choice at this point, but that would have been my dream signing, but
that's kind of a good segue into, we were all kind of talking about roster cuts coming at June 1st, and you look at the list of players now who are out there after these cuts. Is there really anybody that excites anybody? Like Adam, J2K, like you guys are, pretty well-rounded in your verse of what's going on in the NFL as a whole. So
And plus, you're knowledgeable about football.
yeah, plus that, yeah. So I have a list here. I'm just curious if there's if anyone here excites anybody on this list of.
Shorty, you excited?
Let's see if you've got the name that I have in my head, because I've been preaching that I feel like there's a name that no one in this chat room or a lot of around the NFL people are going to suggest or think that hits the open market. There is a name that might be a fun one. It wouldn't be very impactful, in my opinion, but
Has he already hit the market, or you think he will hit the market?
I don't think this player has hit the market, because obviously we've been talking about June 1st cuts. It's June 1st. I don't think that there's any monsters out there. I know this chat room is high on Calais Campbell, but there's a name that whenever you guys are ready, I'll throw it out and see what you guys think.
Hunter Renfrow?
No, it's a defensive player.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hunter Renfrow was a name I heard for the Bears well before they went with their... No, that's not the player I'm thinking of. Carl Lawson, I believe, is a free agent, just straight up.
Logan Thomas here, a tight end. How many tight ends do we have right now? Other than
isn't Logan Thomas the NFL leader in concussions?
Dang.
I'm just wondering, like, are they going into
That's a heck of a stat there.
They only have 2 tight ends right now, right?
Yeah. This Scottish Bear, this is not the name that I was mentioning, but I did see this name, and it's a bit exciting in my opinion. He had a heyday against the Bears, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Beat reports in New England are reporting the Bears have inquired about Matthew Judon.
Yeah, Shorty, you might want to check the date. Adam Mason saying that Logan Thomas is signed with the 49ers. That could have happened today for all I know, though.
Yeah.
So who you got there, Carl? What are you thinking?
I'll give you guys in chat. Feel free to name drop if you can come up with it. But it's a name that the Bears would be kicking the tires on. Technically, the Bears have signed this player before in their history.
Larry
You got it. Very good, very good. Yeah, I was trying to just scour the internet anywhere I could find to see where there was a cap casualty coming post June 1st, any of that. And Larry Ogunjobi was a name that popped up. So we're talking about a Keith Randolph or something unproven to be our 3rd or 4th defensive lineman. A Larry Ogunjobi, who the Bears clearly liked at one point. He might be a fun name to come in and see what he can give the Bears.
I just want to know what prize you don't win for guessing it correctly there.
Definitely not the paycheck that I'm getting from you this time. That initially was mine last week. So we'll sort that off.
Carl, did you send Shorty the $200 for May?
No, I told him to keep that quiet from you. So.
Oh crap! Anybody tries to get anything for me, they know where they're going.
I got it, Carl. Thanks.
Hashtag not an ad. I don't know what to say.
Whoa, that sounded like something else for a minute there. Whoa, that's all I got to say.
Is
Reminder, PJ. Reminder.
Hashtag not in the.
I like this Mr. Scrody guy. He says, I wouldn't want Logan Thomas anyways. I agree.
I just wonder who our other tight ends are. Like,
you need
too much.
You need some names.
I was wondering who the other tight ends are too.
I bet you were. PJ likes tight ends. Oh, bring them back up. I wonder if there's too much water over the dam between Poles and Ogunjobi. Oh, bringing back Larry Ogunjobi? Yeah, probably not. That's probably not a good idea.
I mean, did he not say he sat with him in the back seat and talked to him about not being able to sign him? And I was just so curious. Why are you sitting in the back seat talking to a man?
Is that what you do when
Pause. No, Diddy.
Don't you?
No, I mean, I'm being serious. I mean, for real. He said he literally sat in the back seat and talked to him about he couldn't sign him because of the physical. And I'm like, but why would you be in the back seat?
I thought that in your profession, PJ, you would know all about grown men in the back seat of cars.
Exactly. But I never got in the back seat to talk to one.
Sounds like you missed out. You should have tried.
But I didn't.
You could have gotten the back seat with Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs, and you chose not to. For that, I have to remove you from this podcast. Goodbye. The empty stare from Peter. Now it's just me. Guys, oh, they didn't give me enough time. I was going to say, if you guys want better Chicago Bears content, please feel free to head over to the Thines My Podcast on YouTube.
Ooh, man. He's really...
Can I just say something real quick?
This is the summer of plug. PJ, we're going to be plugging it up all
I just
summer.
want to know one thing.
No Diddy.
What guy would want to get in the back seat with two of the best linebackers that ever played a game? That would not be a man. Look,
What?
no. You told me I should have got in the back seat with Urlacher.
It's
and
just
Briggs.
a regular car. I'm not talking about a fake taxi. I'm
said
talking
a
about
back- You told me to
shooting
get
shit
up.
NFL linebackers. That's cool.
What? No. No.
Yikes, man. Yikes.
Get in the back seat with those guys, man. God.
VHS nails it. It does depend on the size of the back seat, PJ.
Did y'all see how tall Pose is? Isn't Pose like 6'7"? Seriously,
That feels wrong, but
he's got to be like 6'5", 6'7", something like that. I know he's a tall man, and I'm just saying, for I'm visualizing a 6'5" guy, 6'7" guy getting in the back seat to talk to another huge man about not being able to sign him. I just can't. Sorry.
damn, that's hilarious. Ryan Poles is literally like an empty entry in Pro Football Reference.
Can I just talk to you in my office, or can I talk to you in a hallway?
You go to Boston College,
Back
Carl.
seat?
6'4", 305 when he was at Boston College.
That's not 6'7".
Okay, 3 inches off, but still 6'4". That's a big guy in the back seat.
Hey, 3 inches makes a
Familiar with
difference.
3 inches? Yeah, 3 inches does make a difference.
Yes.
You guys have a lot more life experience than me. You guys know all about those.
I
3
love
inches.
that Bill Murray is our third left guard. Has anyone
Bill
caught that?
Murray is our left guard. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Those are all just training camp bodies, in my opinion. But
Bill Murray.
the reason I brought this up was for the tight ends. You were asking who it is. It's going to be a sweaty little battle either between Carlson, Sweeney, and Bates.
What'd you say, Carl?
I don't even know what I said. I'm scared what I said. What did I say?
You deliberately put Bill Murray in there, and then you're like, Bill Murray, yeah, he like brushed right past it.
Look, Adam Mason says, my wife left me for 3 inches.
3 inches is why my wife left me.
Send your super chats in. We have to help the Adam Mason Foundation.
that was a good one, bro. 3 inches is the reason why my wife left.
That's the same reason my first wife left me, because there was I just missed her by 3 inches. That's all.
Oh, God. You guys are gonna make me fact check myself.
You guys can't tell me you guys can go to another podcast and have this much fun. That's all I want to say.
True.
No way.
True.
There's no way you're going anywhere and having this much fun.
Subscribe to Bears Country Podcast.
No way.
But it was because 3 inches, that extra 3 inches was too much, right, Adam? Come on, trying to help out the white guys over here.
Whoa.
Everyone's pulling all the white guy cards, going, yeah, man, I was off by. No, you had too many.
Foster had to leave. Foster said, I cannot associate with this hearsay.
Foster went to go check. What you talking about?
Adam,
show me what
bingo.
Oh man, I bet you do, Adam. I mean, and this is the place to come to have fun. This is
this is the place to come
while you're having fun.
Oh,
Holy smokes, man! Jesus.
I mean, listen, we've never pretended here to be, some know-it-alls and all that shit. We're just fans, and we like to have fun. Period.
I say, Mo Beerman, we're just here to have fun. Mo Beerman, we're just here to have fun.
Foster's first wife is behind the paneling, of course,
Oh my God!
because of
Oh
that
my
3
God.
inches.
Just gotta get away. Let's get away.
Oh man.
Is that Red Hot Chili Peppers? I want to
look at
get
you.
away.
Look at you. Look
No,
at
that's
you.
not, that's
Okay.
not Red Hot
I
Chili.
may be ignorant, but I'm also uncultured. I'm just kidding.
That's not Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, maybe it's Black Eyed Peas.
No, it's not.
Maybe it's
What?
Maybe it's what you can call it.
Talking
Hold
about,
on. What song are we referring to currently?
I want to.
Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah, it's Lenny Kravitz. Thank you.
Yikes! I gotta go. Yeah.
Keds, what's up, Keds?
Kid the Canuck in the house.
Keds the Canadian Bears fan. You know what's so awesome about the Bears? Fans all over the fucking globe. We've got Chris Watts does a show here. Jason UK Bears does a show with Chris Watts here.
I'm waiting to meet one from India.
We've got Heidi, who hopefully will be joining us tonight from
Howdy,
Acapulco. We've got Keds Canuck
hey.
from the Canuck from Canada. All over the country too. Everyone in here. J2K's in California.
Howdy, ho.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Hey.
so you weren't fucking with us. Bill Murray is an actual
Dude, yeah, you made me thought that I had dementia. You scared the fuck out of me. That he is a man on the Chicago Bears.
Hey, look at that mustache. Look at that
Yeah,
mustache.
that educational mustache. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not a porn stash.
I literally thought that you like inserted that just to see if anyone would catch it.
I'm on my way to making myself look like a fool on your guys' channel, but not with this stuff. Not just yet. Those are human names on the Bears on their roster. I can confirm without a shadow of a doubt.
In the house.
Yeah, Adam's from Las Vegas. Jason's from the Nashville area now. God. Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. You guys are all awesome. I'll say it again. So
Mr. Mayhem. I love BCP.
Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP?
Yeah, you know me.
Damn right. Yeah, you know me. That's enough.
I actually think about doing fish and spaghetti.
Absolutely.
One of these days, you're gonna have to make fish and spaghetti on the show, PJ. You let Triple R show you up.
Well, I don't want to show off my kitchen.
Didn't you already do that though? Didn't you show off the pots and pans you guys got?
Yeah.
Stay in your lane, Carl.
He doesn't want everyone knowing how much I'm paying him.
Just stay in your lane. Just stay in your lane.
How much are you paying him, Shorty? 3 inches?
He's got 6. He's got 6 extra inches.
That's it?
He said extra.
I like how I heard the mic bleed.
He said extra. He didn't just say 6. He said extra.
Ked saying big shout out to
6
Bill
plus
Murray.
7. You doubted me. I can't believe you guys doubted me.
Foster's finally speechless. What's going on over here?
I don't even fucking know.
Foster's showing us those guns.
Hold on, Foster. I got you. There. Is it better, Foster?
Foster's showing those guns off.
They're in the case.
So that's what you used to compile the bodies, the 29 bodies into that paneling are the guns.
Jeremy,
keep talking. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Against you?
Well, seems like you've been read that.
That's what she said.
Carl.
Love me some nighttime crime documentaries, whatever they're called. I can't think of the YouTube channel that I watch every night.
I cannot think of any word that
What
I'd rather
was that grunt?
on a Thursday night than hanging out with all you guys in chat, having fun with us, man. Seriously.
What about that Blue Oyster place that you brought up earlier?
The Blue Oyster,
the boys club. Yeah, that boys club.
Yeah.
Would you rather be there on a Thursday night?
Oh, that's right. Jason's saying I was in your area, Shorty. That's right, because Jason is in Florida. Per that picture that he has here, he's got himself a big ass redfish, or is that a snapper? I think catching that in Florida, and we were talking about that one day when I was in Florida. So you were up in the ATL area recently, Jason? If so, you should. If you're coming back up here, you should email me. Let me know. I'll see if I can. If it's on a weekend, I can try to meet you. I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah, because he's too busy during the week there. I just want you guys to know firsthand that this is a busy man right here. I mean, this is a busy man.
I worked until 7 o'clock tonight.
See what I'm saying? He's a busy man, y'all.
But when did you start?
Well, that doesn't matter. He started at 5, but that doesn't matter.
I started at 8:30.
No, Atlas says I'm using a green screen. I don't have a green screen, man.
No, that's a green screen. I think that for all lawyer-related reasons, you should say it's a green screen.
Oh.
Scottish Bear is saying, Scottish Bear also, sorry to not acknowledge you from being from Scotland. Scottish Bear, sorry about that.
Scottish Bear, thank you for joining us all the way from Scotland, mate. Scotland, I say.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you for joining us from Scotland.
Eventually, PJ.
We appreciate your support there, Scottish.
I just want to take a moment to
acknowledge
Ireland, Ulster, and all the work he put into decorating that paneling behind him. He did a marvelous job. Just take a moment to admire that paneling back there. He got the Bears. Look at all that Bear paraphernalia. I tell you, this guy is dedicated to the show. He already sell the house tomorrow.
What's that red? Oh, it's Bedard.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this guy.
I hate hockey, and Bedard is.
You want to give us the tour of your soon to be sold mother's house there?
I think it's the perfect time, Foster.
Is it the time for the tour?
I think it's the perfect
I'm just saying, Foster. Time. That's dedication, brother. That's dedication, man.
He's like, what?
Well, I'm not quite there. I'm not quite there yet, guys. But
I tried to force him into a corner and put him on the spot on the big screen. I did my part.
He got a McMichael jersey back there. He got a Hester jersey back there. This guy is just dedicated.
Uh-huh.
That's dedication.
Ooh.
Got the paneling from 1971.
Shorty, what is this?
He got a plaque from 1943.
Mm-hmm. That's the 71 paneling? I thought that was a 68 paneling.
No, this is the 74, 75 paneling.
Oh, 74. See, there you go.
Yeah, I think 74. Ooh, dark.
This is all vintage stuff.
Extreme close-up. Uh-oh, we're going down into the vault, into the basement.
Hey, you remember the bathroom on the first floor, Shorty?
Oh yeah, with all the
look at that. Yeah. Look at that window.
That's the gray bathroom, man.
Look at that window. He looked like he got some body parts behind there.
That whole thing fell apart.
That window's squatter proof. That's looking legit.
Yeah.
That whole thing fell apart. I had to rebuild it.
Nice.
Squatter proof.
You guys can't get this. You can't get this content nowhere else. I just want you guys.
Oh no, you can't. You can't see Foster's basement anywhere but here.
Oh,
subscribe to the Bears Country Podcast on YouTube.
PJ,
follow on Spotify.
We are going to the basement.
When I first went to Foster's house and he showed me this basement, it was chock full of shit. Now look at this. And you should see the pride in his face when he's talking about it too.
I'm looking at that panel.
Yeah, look at that paneling. It runs throughout the whole house.
It doesn't go away. Yeah, it's like a bad rash.
All the dead bodies are cleaned up. All the blood stains are gone.
Oh, is that some shag carpeting?
All it's going to take is a bottle of bleach to be seen inadvertently on this podcast, and we're going to get in some serious trouble. I feel
he's also showing his house to realtors right now. Take a look at this. We got a back room back here.
Uh-oh.
Any realtors in chat?
There's some vintage stuff that you can't even get.
Let's see the shovel. Let's see the weapon. Let's see.
Nice.
Look like there's some bleach up there.
Oh yeah.
You got what? I see a little bit of blood over on that wall.
Bleach on the chat or on the screen.
Can't show the whole house. The concert is still drying over the survivors.
J2K gets it.
What's what you're saying, Jason?
Foster,
Look at
I'm
that
proud of
brick.
you. I'm proud of you, brother. You've busted your ass over there. Look at that.
Hey, that furnace look kind of new though.
What?
That furnace look kind of new.
I put that in like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not the original furnace.
Bleach does a good
You know, I
job of
didn't put
cleaning
that-
that material up
Put that
too.
in our-
Is that a bone
It's
saw?
supervised on that furnace.
Hey, kids want to know, Foster, what is that room used for?
I can't discuss that at this time.
There we go. You guys trained him well. Perfect.
There. I got a load of tools in the front room now.
Oh, my goodness.
all the shit got stuff there now, huh?
Oh,
But
oh,
show everyone that beautiful staircase, though.
that is a nice looking staircase.
Yeah, that's a staircase my grandpa would be proud of. Holy
that's a
smokes.
staircase right there.
Yeah.
That looks like that's from the
Yeah.
1920s.
It's oak, California oak, and some maple. Solid.
So is this the bathroom? Did you get this bathroom fixed? Okay. Oh, no one wants to see this anymore. No. Oh God, close your eyes.
Oh,
Oh, you got
look at that 1970 porcelain tile.
1952, all original.
Wait, is that
1970
green?
Everything.
Is that green though?
Yeah.
That's Green Bay Packers green
This window
in
dried out
the
too. I
city of
replaced the window
Chicago.
window.
Wait, did you put the
Charles-
shower back together?
Charles Johnson, 51 Shades of Grey.
Wait, scroll down. Show the faucet.
I can't because I had to take it
Okay,
back
that's
out.
what I thought. Yeah, you got some
Is
work to
that a
do, buddy.
glory
buddy.
hole?
I got
J2K said that tile was once white.
Years of cigarette smoke.
It's yellow and green.
Man, look at that
Factually
window
accurate.
again, man. I'm telling you, those windows, man.
Fucking take a sledgehammer to that. No yellow and green allowed around here, man.
Yellow and green. I just realized. Yeah. Oh my god.
I can't. I don't know. There's nothing else.
Yeah, I
to
can't
show
tell
you.
me. We don't have a good time on this show. Foster shows us, man, the antiques for real.
Were those panties on that door?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, it's,
No, you said
I'm
no.
looking for some paint, though. I need a
Please
paint
don't fall down the
sprayer.
stairs.
You,
We need
you
to
got,
spray paint. Use pantyhose.
you got to take a break from the panties, Foster. You get laid more than all of us combined.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Charles Johnson says.
Is that why our guest
Glory
didn't
hole.
show up on the show? Be honest.
Probably, yeah.
He said probably. Oh boy.
She probably was like, backed out at the last minute. She's like, I don't want to be a part of this shit.
Hey.
J2K saying, in all honesty, very good job, Foster. I remember the first tour. You've done a lot of good work. Yes, you have.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
That
Indeed,
first
he has.
tour was fucking scary.
I don't remember seeing the basement in the first tour.
No.
No, because I couldn't get down there.
Yeah. The laptop wouldn't have fit
Too
in
many
his
bodies. Too many bodies.
Yeah, I'm telling you. A lot of work, man. Good job, Foster. A lot of work.
Let's everyone give Foster.
You guys, the Alex Brown.
Foster in his neighbor's house.
Turn around and check if there were panties laying around. Yeah, What do I got to be careful, man. There might be people.
There's some
watching.
pink lingerie on that
What
door. For
was it
real.
there? I got Iowa, Green Bay, Des Moines, Green Bay, Indianapolis, Crown Point, Detroit, Minneapolis, and St. Louis.
You've got
This
the entire
guy was-
surrounding Midwest area covered.
You can't tell me this guy ain't a player, boy. This guy
Are you
is a straight
talking
player,
about-
boy. Look at him.
I'm going to tell you what.
Your scores, Foster?
When I was in Chicago 2 weeks ago, I called Foster. It was right after I called you, PJ, about the box seats.
Right.
He answers the phone and he's on a three-way
Stop.
call.
Stop.
Three-way.
No, I'm going to be nice here. I'm not going to divulge. This guy, he put me
Three-way.
on a three-way with him and a friend of his, and I
Pause.
couldn't fucking believe
Foster and Shorty were
Some
on
of
a
the stories-
three-way?
are confirmed. I was like, you got to be kidding me. He gets laid that much?
Why you think
History,
he did the show and just stares for a while? Because he's like, man, I just need to catch my breath.
Well, because he's got that extra 3 inches, guys.
Fucking, I need the sleeves. They're about 3 inches, right? They're about 3 inches of sleeves if I had sleeves.
Hey, that Foster, man, I'm telling y'all, Foster's the guy. Foster's the guy.
The fact
We
that
can
all
only
you
hope to
guys
be like him.
are still hanging out with us right now during this mayhem is a testament to you, how much you appreciate a good time. We appreciate you in chat. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Foster is built like
Round of
Ned
applause
Flanders.
for the chat.
Foster's built like what?
Ned Flanders.
Oakley Dokley.
Foster is the man.
Maybe after Foster sells the house, he can afford some T-shirts with sleeves.
I said three more inches.
Oh, we're talking about T-shirts. Much better. Okay.
T-shirts.
No Diddy.
Oh man. So you want to get back to Bears, or so we just fuck this up for the rest of the night? We have plenty of fuck up shows coming up. He's Quagmire. Mo's
So
saying
you guys want to talk about the what you guys heard in the reports from mandatory minicamp? Any storylines you want to speak upon?
I do. I actually want to talk.
Man, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go put the axle shaft in my Acura instead. That's what I'm gonna do instead of talking football.
Is that what you call it nowadays?
Yeah.
We used to call that sexual intercourse.
That's awfully rude of calling her that.
The axle shaft. I'm gonna
My
put the
Acura,
old
dude.
3-inch
My
axle
old
shaft.
Acura, it needs an axle shaft.
Mm-hmm. That's what you call her, huh? Your
A
white
couple of
Acura.
rubber boots. It needs some rubber boots too.
She needs some. Oh, so you're gonna use a condom? That's what you're saying?
Adam says, "Yeah, it's pretty sad. What's available to watch for Bears content on a Thursday night?" 70s and 80s, Jason.
Oh God. I do want to talk about something.
60s and 70s.
I do want to talk about
in the 60s. Sorry.
The press conference today with TJ Edwards. And
Yeah, I missed it. So go ahead and bring it up. Bring it up, I say. Bring it up.
I can actually pull up the video if you like.
Yeah. That'll work because I haven't seen it today.
Shorty, did last week's video have any issues with it? Because I was showing a lot of the Bears content from Twitter, so I just want to make sure if we show any of that there's no issues there.
No, I did not.
Beautiful.
Once you get this late into it,
if this video gets taken down, we've had like 10 plugs for BetUS. We would be screwed. There's so much ad revenue we'd miss out on.
Oh God. If only anyone could use that link. He's saying,
Charles Johnson says he's saying asshole shaft, not axle shaft.
Ooh, followed up with another good one.
I say.
Can't escape a week without calling Foster Papa Smurf. It's just too damn accurate.
I'm looking
man.
for the shirt. that I got.
You got a bunch of things you got to do. You got to find the Papa Smurf shirt. You got to dye the beard blue and orange. What are we missing, chat?
Sell the house.
That's last. That's last. He's got to plug the axle shaft or whatever he calls it first. Oh boy. So we're looking for the TJ Edwards video right now.
Here, I got this right here. Let's watch a couple of minutes of this and see where he says what I think he's going to say.
Is really good for everybody. All those all young guys, man.
Yes,
I was young. Like, you need that vet in there to kind of show you how you're supposed to do it. And I think we've got a really good roster with that.
Flus was telling us about giving everybody individual responsibility over the summer to make sure you do the right thing to come back ready to go for training camp. What does that mean to you? What does that look like for you over the summer?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I think every guy has their routine. But for me, it's coming back in the best shape of your life. Especially here, we're gonna work and we're gonna run, no matter what. So that's something you got to stay on top of. And I think, mental is something that I've noticed has helped me a lot.
By the way, my friend from high school who was on our high school reunion show Tom Noda. His son is Ryan Noda, who plays first baseman for the Oakland A's. He coached TJ Edwards at Grant High School in Illinois, coached him in baseball. And he was trying really hard to get him on the show with us, but he's like, yeah, I just don't like doing podcasts. So maybe
TJ Edwards?
Yeah.
Oh,
So maybe I can work on him a little bit more. We can have him and Tom on the show and see if we can get TJ with him. There's something he's going to say here shortly about Caleb Williams and how he looked off defenders, and that's what really impressed me the most about I think this whole press conference today.
Yeah, but sure, that's whole thing.
Huh?
That whole thing was total bullshit because you don't have any friends.
That's true.
But Tiss,
older and stuff in this league, I've noticed that.
Yeah, I had no comeback for that. You notice that?
At Dan Shorty. At Dan Shorty.
Something better than even your reaction sucked, but
never mind. Giving your mind a break from this for a second is something you have to do to kind of, regain, relationships and just do things that you need. So when you come back for the season, you can kind of focus on what you need to focus on.
TJ, Kevin and Jalen both talked about you guys trying to confuse and challenge Caleb. What have you learned about Caleb as you guys have tried to push him and show him everything he needs to know?
Yeah. I think we started right off the gate and, last year coming in, I think we're still trying to understand the scheme a little bit. So it's a little more stagnant, but I think this year we started off with a bunch of disguise and a bunch of movement and things like that to, see what we can do. But I thought, from day one, he's gotten better with it. You definitely see some things that you don't really expect from a rookie to do. He moved us a couple times with his eyes. The first day had me and Tremaine hot about it, but it was, he's impressed us for sure. And he's just like everybody, he wants to continue to get better. And I think he's handled it well for sure.
Pause. That's what I'm talking about right there. So you got this veteran that's noticing that, like a rookie looking the defense off with his eyes and pissing off the defense. And I think that's we've heard a lot about the defense talking a lot of shit, to the offense in practices this early. And I think that goes to show what he said right there. I think that means a lot coming from a veteran like him, an established veteran like him. That's the kind of thing that amps me up, man.
Yeah, I'd like to just preface, there have been a lot of days where they are saying that Caleb Williams has lit it up, 7 for 7 in a drill, 15 for 18 in a day or whatever. And there's been a lot of that against backups. But that is obviously a direct comment saying that he had the starting middle and will linebackers for the Bears hot over something that a rookie quarterback did to them. So it's promising stuff for sure.
Let's see. Scottish Bears. King Buka, what's up, Buka?
What's up, King Buka World?
Scottish Bears saying, Shorty, the first comment on the TJ press is on the money. Read it out. So let me play it right now. Let me pull that up again.
Yeah, you just got to look at the comments.
Talked about how this defense is intimidating. Keenan Allen used the word annoying.
Yeah.
And that's kind of just been a culture that's been established. What do you appreciate about this defense's attitude and the kind of the culture that's been set here?
Yeah, I think, we're definitely pretty annoying for sure, especially to the offense. But, I think we just like having fun. We're out there, finally got everyone together this week and stuff like that. And, even just with Tez coming back, he's going to talk as soon as he gets there. So we just have a lot of fun and love to compete. And but they were giving it back too, so it was a good time.
TJ, what ways do you feel the carryover from the way you guys finished last season now that you're back on the field together?
Yeah, I think it's something that we've now we've seen it on tape and things like that. But again, man, I think that's the great thing about football is, you got to show up and not be, if you were good, you got to, continue to be good, but you got to be great every single year. We know we have a bunch of challenges coming up, starting with camp. And, we got to continue to work and continue to just come together with, new pieces that we're bringing in with drafted guys and things like that. But I think overall, man, I think we're in a really good place and just ready to take this little breather here and then come back and hit the ground running.
This time last year, there was a lot more uncertainty about your roster and about kind of what's it feel like to go into your break now knowing that you're stacked differently this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice to have that familiarity for sure. Coming back again, running the same type of scheme and kind of having the confidence within that. And I think just for us, chemistry in football is such a big thing. Knowing how certain guys are going to play and certain guys are going to fit, and even just how they are in terms of how you communicate with one another. So it's all those things that they really really help us a lot. And as you say in the NFL, you continue to add pieces, and I'm sure continue to do that and see what happens. But man, I'm excited for where we're at for sure.
Guys like Byard and Sweat, in addition to the new offensive pieces, does it feel like the expectation has been raised for the team in general?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think it's just with the guys we brought in, for sure. I mean, I think having KB back there, a guy who's played at a really high level for a long time, understanding the game, it helps our back end, helps us backers for sure. And but just having all those guys in every room is really good for everybody. All those all young guys, man. I remember when I was young, like you need that vet in there to kind of show you how you're supposed to do it. And I think we've got a really good roster with that.
So this is telling us about giving everybody individual responsibility over the summer to make sure you do the right thing, back ready to go for training camp. What does that mean to you? What does that look like for you over the summer?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I think every guy has their routine, but for me, it's it's coming back one in the best shape of your life, especially here. We're gonna work and we're gonna run, no matter what. So that's something you got to stay on top of. And I think mental is something that I've noticed has helped me a lot. These as I've gotten older and stuff in this league, I've noticed that giving your mind a break from this for a second is something you have to do to kind of regain relationships and just do things that you need. So when you come back for the season, you can kind of focus on what you need to focus on.
TJ, Kevin and Jalen both talked about you guys trying to confuse and challenge Caleb. What have you learned about Caleb as you guys have tried to push him and show him everything he needs to know?
Yeah. I mean, I think we started right off the gate, and, last year coming in, I think we're still trying to understand the scheme a little bit. So it was a little more stagnant, but I think this year we started off with a bunch of disguise and a bunch of movement and things like that to, see what we can do. But I thought, from day one, he's gotten better with it. You definitely see some things that you don't really expect from a rookie to do. He moved us a couple times with his eyes. The first day had me and Tremaine hot about it, but it was, he's impressed us for sure. And he's just like everybody, he wants to continue to get better. And I think he's handled it well for sure.
Your coach said that you guys had one day of practices with the Bengals in August. What's the value of, even if it's just for one day, of having that in August to kind of get yourself ramped up?
Yeah, I mean, those are always good tests, right? It's like, especially those joint practices, man, they feel like games. It's like you're kind of trying to see where you're at and stack up. And that's obviously a really good football team for sure. So we're excited about it. It's nice not having to travel too now that it's here. That's big time, but it'll be good. All that work is beneficial for the year, truly.
TJ, how have you seen Caleb kind of balance? He's the quarterback, supposed to be the team, but he's also one of the youngest guys in the building, still getting to know everything. And how, as a veteran, as a leader, have you talked to him about that at all? Have you kind of observed that?
I think just, observing kind of how he carries himself, you can tell he's confident in what he's doing. And, as a defender, you want that guy to be confident. That guy, especially who's leading your team, he's our quarterback, and we're behind him. But I think he's, again, just handled everything so well. I think he's himself, and that's kind of all you want, to be honest with you. You want every single guy just to be themselves, and but also respect, the standard of what we're trying to do things here.
Caleb said it was back at rookie mini camp.
Yeah.
I think someone asked him just about establishing his leadership style. He said for a while he was going to listen first before doing anything to kind of get a feel for all. There's a lot of veterans here. When did you notice maybe a switch from where he went from comfortable being listening to starting to establish his leadership with this group?
I guess I wouldn't really, know like a certain time. I just think, from day one, I felt like he's been himself. And, before every 7-on period, we're over there like talking crap to him, like seeing kind of how the period's going to go and stuff like that. And he's responded, man. So that's kind of all you want. You want someone who's confident and someone who also plays within themselves and, acts within themselves. And I think that's what he is for sure.
They're kind of, I don't know, maybe like a point to rattle him, but it was, I think DeMarcus was grittying by the offensive huddle the other day. Like, is there something that as a defense you try to just kind of see how he's going to respond to maybe some of the extra stuff that he might get in a game at some point?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, we've been doing a lot of 7-on-7 and stuff like that, where the D-line can't really rush. So I think their big thing this camp has just kind of been annoying, to be honest, and kind of messing with them a little bit. But I think, all that stuff is just good for him to see, I'm sure. It's, again, he's our teammate. We want to kind of make it as tough as we can, because not only are we going to get better from that, but they will too. And that'll help during the year for sure.
I think that's just enough said. From
that was a doggone good interview there. That was a good interview.
The comment that I got hung up on was he mentioned the continuity, and I know a lot of Bears fans are upset. Oh, we're missing an edge. We're missing this. We're missing that. Those comments right there could indicate that maybe they're going to be just as good as the last half of the season, if not better, just with continuity.
Mm-hmm.
So I would agree. It's exciting stuff from Mr. TJ Edwards. It's a shame you couldn't get him on as a guest.
Yeah, well, I'm still working on that. I have an insider.
Him and Thomas Jones, right?
Him and Thomas Jones, yeah.
Yeah, sure. I just want you to know, man. You're the man.
You the man, PJ.
No, you the man.
No, you the man.
I'm the man next to the man.
I'm the man next to the man.
Now I'm the man under the man. Hashtag no Diddy. No Diddy. I saved it. I saved it. Don't you worry.
All right. Who wants to hear Caleb Williams? I know I do.
You all good? Everybody ready? Here we go.
Caleb, when you were going through the pre-draft
Okay,
process,
a
you
comment
said you
up
wanted to
while
kind of
he's
feel out
talking as
compatibility
well.
with the organization.
You guys are gonna leave now.
6 weeks now, as you kind of get your feet on the ground here. What are some of the things they've put in place around you that you feel good about as you get your career off the ground?
Yeah, one I'll say is obviously, we got people like Keenan Allen, DJ, DeAndre Swift, offensive line. That's been the biggest part for me is the teammates. And then obviously when we get out there, the ebbs and flows of practice and things like that. This whole thing, this whole process, just starting for me, being the Bears QB is obviously new for me. So them being graceful and encouraging has been huge for me. That's, I would say, probably been the biggest thing for me. And then just talking to people like Brett and Tice that's, been in, whether it's here last year or whether it was, Brett with all the other QBs that he's been a part of, that's been the biggest thing. And then just finding a routine, whether it was a day that I didn't like or a day that I did like, the day before, getting up, getting in here, going over what I need to go through practice the right way, have a good positive attitude because I'm leading, not just 10 other guys, but the team. And so, just find a routine and having the guys around me to help encourage.
In what ways specifically have you felt the grace and the encouragement?
Yeah, I mean, even through text message, call, even on the practice field, them just believing, seeing, and seeing the vision that we all have, and being graceful with me, knowing that I'm pretty tough on myself, but they see right through it and understand that. So it's been big for me. Like I said, having these guys around me, and them being graceful, texting me, reaching out, calling me on the practice field, coming over, congratulating when things go good, and then when things don't go our way or whatever the case may be, coming over and saying whatever they have to say, and encouraging.
Caleb, we've seen you at Wrigley a couple times.
Yeah.
Game, the Sky game. What have you learned about Chicago fans by kind of being in that element?
Yeah, they're great. They're always showing up to, whether it's Sky, Sox, obviously Bears, Cubs, and things like that at Wrigley Field. So they're showing up, showing out, and they put on a show every single time.
You end up in a bar and there's a Green Bay Sox.
Yeah.
What's that like to just be kind of in that mass of people and knowing that everybody's looking after that?
Yeah, be myself. That's how I go about everything, and enjoy. I said in a bunch of interviews that I'm going to be and be a part of the community, be out there, enjoy, let everybody see you. Just another human. And like I said, so just being out there, enjoying, being myself, and being a part of, like I said, the community, being out there and supporting them.
How do you have struggles with the cadence has been discussed?
The meeting's like, like something over each other. I want to talk to him next.
Stole my fucking thunder.
The last 2 days. What from your perspective has been the struggle?
Just finding the green line. is right in the middle of where we need it. So everybody can be on the same page. That's the biggest thing. And so that the center can hear me, right tackle, left tackle, right guard, the back, left guard, wide receiver. Everybody can hear me. So it's just finding the balance between it all, not being too loud on certain plays and things like that, not being voice too low. So just working practice wise, just working through it. Obviously in college, a lot of teams are clap cadence, and so just it's been 4 years since I've been verbal, so it's just getting back to the verbal cadence is really what it is.
How do you measure the progress that you're making right now? What standard are you applying to kind of figure out if you're moving along at the rate that they want you to and that you want to?
Yeah. First, I ask questions. I ask questions to coach. I ask about my progression. I ask where he wants me to be, where I should be. And then obviously I have my own goals set for myself. And that's to be perfect. Obviously, you strive for something like that. And you don't ever reach it, but you keep striving for it. Whether it's a day that I like, a day that I don't, there's always good and bad in it. And so, just finding my balance and reaching and striving for my goal. And a big part of it is just sticking to the routine, enjoying the process, enjoying my teammates, being a good teammate, going out there and working my tail off.
What do you expect when you get into the process of trying to get a contract done with them, doing it without the agent?
Yeah, I'm not handling that. I've been focused on these past 3 days of mini camp, the OTAs before that, and rookie camp before that. So I haven't been focused on that. Polls and my team has been focused on that. I have lawyers and attorney, to handle things like that, so that I can, be free-minded on the field, enjoying coming into work every day and working my tail off.
How do you feel like you've done out there your first couple of weeks as an NFL quarterback, maybe compared to what you expected?
I didn't come in necessarily with expectation to, to be and seem like a 13-year vet. I came in to work my tail off, show the guys that I'm here. I'm working my tail off. I'm progressing, and trying not to make the same mistake again. That's the biggest thing. Day in and day out is trying not to make the same mistake over and over and learn from them. And so I think that's been my biggest, thing for me, and also understanding that I'm leading the organization and the team. So, just having that mind set and being in that mind state, and just trying to find my flow.
Was there anything specific?
With all of the first that you're going through right now, what's been the biggest challenge, and what, if anything, has come along easier for you than maybe you expected?
The challenge right now for me, I would say, would be one would be the cadence of putting it all together, because there's a fine line for it, and then the other part was just getting reps of whether it's me being in the huddle and things like that, the verbiage that we use, it's all new to me, like you said, and so that's the challenge. Is just like I said, trying to be perfect and work towards that, and understanding that when I don't do it, being neutral is really important, and being calm and understanding, let's redo it. We're gonna keep working through it, but not make the same mistake again. And then something that's been, you say, easier. I don't have it's the NFL. I go versus the top 5 defense. I got a lot of great guys on the opposite side of the ball. This job is tough. Playing QB is tough. And so, I wouldn't say it's necessarily been easier or anything like that. It's just, it's been work, working my tail off, getting after it day in and day out.
Was there anything specific during the 3 days that you felt you got better at?
Yeah, I'd say I feel that I've gotten better at the cadence. I feel that progression-wise, going through all the reads, throwing a little bit better with anticipation, get more reps with the wide receiver, that obviously helps. And so with all the reps that we've been able to get and obtain, it's been huge. And so just like today, I feel like progression-wise, being able to throw a little bit more anticipation was a little small step for me.
Caleb, are you able to see, just even in this stage of practices, with the skill players they've put around you, the receivers, Swift, Cole, that there's just going to be a lot of options, that you will have options, you will have windows and targets?
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty awesome. There's obviously I feel that there's a light at the end of that tunnel. Right now, we're working with our head down, and we're building. And so, just having that moment with myself, I do it every day. As I sit there and say, we're going to be pretty damn good. And so, just got to keep working, keep going, and we're all excited. So it's really important to have that mindset, but also have the mindset of like, let's keep going, let's keep working, let's get after it.
Why do you make the top golf guys stay open so late?
I heard about this. I actually haven't seen
This answer is hilarious.
the clip or something. Cole actually came to me at lunch and said he talked about it, but I couldn't.
For anyone that doesn't know, they went to Top Golf over the weekend. I think it was over the weekend, and the Top Golf closed, and they kept going because him and Cole Kmet were like dueling each other for like he's about to say it.
And let's put it this way: Cole beat me. Cole did not win Top Golf. Let's put it that way. Cole beat me. You see how Cole was. He said that he won. He just beat me. Brett Rip won. I was competing to catch up to Brett. And then the game turned off. I got cold. And after that, I tried to reset it and all of that. And, I ended up coming in third place instead of second or first, which I was shooting for first. But Cole did not win the game. Cole beat me. Let's put it that way.
What did you learn?
Damn, they're still begging for him as he's on his way out.
I know.
Caleb.
Caleb.
I'm just saying, you got cold in June. What's going on with that?
All this hype for Caleb Haney.
I'm just saying. Y'all caught that. Y'all want to be in denial. You caught it, Shorty.
I didn't catch it. All I caught was what you said because you just refuse to let it go.
Never say die. You got to respect it at this point.
You have to.
You were saying something earlier about when you were talking about your story when you met Brian Urlacher with Lance
What
Briggs.
did he just spray? Foster.
He's got to get the smell of the dead bodies out of the air.
Spraying Windex? So you got bleach in there? What's the ratio? 2 to 1? 2 to 1?
He caused himself to add somebody to the last person to the wall, and that person's rotting, and they
So
stink
now
dead
it's
straight out.
30 below at that house. Got it.
Yeah. But PJ, you talked about meeting Urlacher with Briggs, and you were like, well, Rosie Colvin and
Warwick Holtman.
Warwick Holdman is gone now. Let's see what you can do. Like, why weren't you at that point so disheartened that they had gotten rid of? Because I'll admit, like when they let Rosie Colvin go, I was upset for years. And then he goes on and has many good seasons with the Patriots, wins a Super Bowl or two with them, ends up with like 2 Super Bowl rings. That still pisses me off that wasn't like him with the Bears. Because
whoa, you're unlocking some memories for me. That player is on the Bears.
Yeah.
Rosie Colvin, New England Patriot.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
He had his own radio show here.
Yeah. So that would be like
probably before I was born.
Like me not letting it go because Lance Briggs will never be Rosie Colvin. So I just want to point that out to you that you at that moment were you allowed yourself to let Rosie Colvin go.
So is he trying to call me out right now, guys?
Yeah, I'm trying to call you out, man. It's time for you to get off the Justin
Fields. If you guys are gonna place a bet with BetUS, what's gonna die first? The Caleb Williams bear claw or PJ holding on to the JF1 QB1 status?
Hey,
let us know. Bet responsibly.
Hey, I'm over JF1 being our quarterback.
No, you're not.
I'm over it. But like I've told you guys many times,
PJ, say it into the camera with a straight face.
All right, we want to see. Look
face.
Look the camera.
Let me make it clear.
Take the glasses off so we get rid of that glare.
Yeah, you're not looking us straight in the eye.
I say, I'm looking you straight in the eye. I say, but no, show me. Period. Show me in the game.
I thought you were going to tell us that you were over. Oh my God.
Oh, I am over.
The man never says die.
Being our quarterback. I'm over that. But I say Caleb needs to show us. I mean, all this practice and talking and charisma and all these other things people hailing about him. Bravo.
I can show you.
Bravo. Show me in the NFL game.
Oh, I thought you meant against NFL competition in minicamp.
Show me an
We've seen it
NFL
all.
game.
We've seen all
Thought
this
you were
shit
talking
before.
about.
What'd you say, Foster?
I said I'm with you, dude, because we've seen all this before 100 times.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you know, people get so enamored with certain things, and I'm like, I want him to do well. I really do, because
Absolutely.
I also remember people was pounding the table and saluting Trubisky, saluting Fields, and doing the same type of time. And I'm like, okay. Then when they had a hiccup, what happened? People turned on him. So the same people who's praising Caleb now, he has some hiccups, they're going to sit up there and turn on him. I'm not the type of guy that's going to turn on you. If I'm with you, I'm with you. If I'm not, I'm not. So Caleb hasn't got me to get with him yet because he hasn't shown it in the game. Show me in the game, then I'm with you.
There's a couple things I want to piggyback on that. Okay, Trubisky should never have been the first quarterback taken in that draft, much less traded up one pick to get him. So therefore, we all as Bears fans gave everything that we had into believing that he was the reason. He was the guy. We tried to put all of the shitty things aside and tried to find all the good things about him. Justin Fields should have, by all rights, been the second or third pick in that draft. He slipped down to us at 11. We had to trade up to get him. And in that moment, we were all excited because this potentially should have been a higher draft pick than we got at 11. But and I've said it before, he wasn't like, I never even really scouted him because A, I didn't even think we were going to be able to get him, and B, my first reactions at watching him in college were, he played some good games in his biggest games, played some damn good games, and he had some damn good throws. But there wasn't the special quality that I was looking for in my quarterback. When we drafted him.
Are you talking about Fields right now?
Yes, I got all into Fields because of his potential. He didn't live up to that potential as a quarterback. He was a great teammate. He could run the ball down your fucking throat. But if you're down by 10 points and you needed to score on back-to-back drives, I had no faith in him. Even at the end of year 2, going into the year 3, he proved he couldn't do it.
Okay, I got one question.
Hold on, let me finish. This kid was the first pick in the draft. He was the consensus number 1 pick in this draft. He has much, much better qualities as a quarterback than Justin Fields had coming out of college. So I don't understand how you can't buy into that. It's different.
Okay.
Hold on, let me finish. You're not taking a guy and you're trying to find all the best qualities of him to buy into. They're all laid out there on the table for you. Just fall in love with it.
He hasn't
And the
shown it
thing,
in the game.
PJ, before you take it off and run, I just think it's so damning that the Bears have been so unlucky with the quarterbacks that they've been able to get themselves, but they finally have a stroke of luck. They didn't earn this first overall pick for Caleb Williams. They engineered a trade for it. You could say what you want. It boils down to, I think it was luck, and the Bears have not had luck on their side until I'll damn say now.
Go ahead, PJ.
Poles got this shit.
Poles got this shit, PJ.
Because you're saying all these wonderful things about it, and you're saying because you've never seen it before. So what happens if big huge if he doesn't work out? What are you saying then?
I'm going to promise you this: if he doesn't work out, I'm going to be the first one to come out and tell you that I was wrong.
So are you going to
be the first one? I will call you on the fucking phone before the show.
But
are you like, I was wrong?
You'll have to go live yourself and apologize.
Like people are turning their back, like they turned on Justin. Are you going to turn your back on him?
No. They turned on Justin because they saw what was on the tape.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm asking you is, if Caleb, for some reason,
if he does, I'll be right there. I'll.
So you're going to turn your back on him?
If he ends up being a bust,
if he doesn't develop the way you want him to, if he late with his throws, if he whatever, if he's not that guy, I will
critique him for sure.
But what I'm saying is, are you going to turn your back on him? That's what I'm asking.
Well, is critiquing him turning my back on him because
if you're saying that, well, he's not what I thought he was, and all those things are the things I'm saying. So
it's not turning your back on him. It's seeing what the development turns into, and then realizing if you were right or wrong in your own assessment.
Jeremy Munoz is taking the words out of my mouth. It has to be after a while, though. It's
Yes,
not. We're not going to have the
3
answer
games.
this season. Okay. It's not. We're not going to have the answer this season.
I never did that after 3 games. I never did that after 2 seasons. Which it took last season with Justin.
Yeah, that's
so 3 games.
3 seasons with Fields, right?
One
fair enough.
In
fair
3
enough
games.
I tell you guys, fair enough for me. For me, if you guys honor your word, and if you don't work out in 3 years, you say that, then you'll know where I'm coming from. Because that's the whole point.
I can promise you I will. I can promise.
Because again, I said I moved on from Mr. Fields. I moved on from him. I mean, he's no longer a quarterback.
But you haven't accepted Caleb as being the savior.
I haven't accepted him as being our savior, no. And I say that because he hasn't shown me nothing on the field yet.
But
that's what I keep on telling you.
But you're also not you're because of your stance on Justin, you're like refusing to look at any of his tape to find things that you're going to fall in love with, because it's like you don't want to hurt yourself again.
No, it's not that. It's just that I've seen things from players in practice before that didn't translate to a game. I've seen guys playing on air before that didn't translate to a game. I've seen guys do things in college that didn't translate to the NFL. So until Caleb showed me in the NFL that he can do these things, I'm like, okay, I'm glad, it's good we got him. Like I said, I thought he was the best quarterback in the draft. I never denied that.
Does that spray cure PTSD by chance?
Hey, here, I'll 2 things. I got you, Peach, because Adam Mason, PJ, you have some deep PTSD. When you watch the same crap for 55 years that PJ and I have seen continuously, it's almost continuously. You're going to be skeptical.
Continuously.
And it is
I can't believe it's been continuous for you guys.
As a diehard Bears fan, it is traumatic because this crap just keeps it. The definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, hoping for a different result. And
I've been watching since mid-2000s, and I feel that way already.
Okay,
and you guys have had it. You had a moment in '85 with you had a moment with Jim McMahon. You had to have a little tiny bit, but that definitely
Jim McMahon would have stayed healthy. Yeah,
absolutely.
If Jim McMahon didn't get injured,
if the rules were the same
Joe
today
Montana.
When they were in 1985, we probably would have won 3 or 4 Super Bowls.
I heard a good comparison. You guys can validate this.
After the play was over and
yeah, that Packers stuff.
Hold on, Carl. Jim McMahon was a fucking leader, man. He was a leader. He would defy the coach because he knew the play was right.
Yep.
On top of that, he threw a great ball. He had arc on his ball. He would drop the ball right in the fucking breadbasket. He was quarterback.
I'm going to quote Steve Young on Jim McMahon. He taught me how to be a quarterback, and nobody could read a defense better.
Yeah,
that's what Steve Young said in an interview.
Yeah, he taught Steve Young how to put the spin on the ball.
Steve Young said, he goes, if I didn't go to Brigham Young and play with Jim McMahon, I never would have been an NFL quarterback.
The only left-handed quarterback I've ever liked.
And then the other thing is, because I don't know if you keep laughing at this, Carl. You see me shooting stuff? No?
Yeah.
You see spraying the flies that are flying around all the dead bodies.
I pulled a box out of a closet that was in the attic for 50 years, and it was full of moths. And I got rid of the box, and somehow they got in this room, so I got this room closed off, and I'm pegging them out of the air with this shit because it kills them.
What is it?
Formula 409 with bleach.
Do you know what's really good for like little fruit flies and such?
It's clothes moss, and I don't want them to get out of this fucking room.
Mix some dish soap into just water. It's too heavy for them to fly. It'll fuck them up, and obviously you're just spraying around soap. I'm frantically trying to find a clip of me screaming my head off when Justin Fields against the Packers in the last game of the year slid. And I even think it was our new backup safety. He was the one who slid in and hit Fields after the play, and he did not get the call. I literally have a clip on Twitter of me just screaming like a maniac. I would hate to have to figure out what I would do if I saw what happened to McMahon against the Packers. That I think I'd black out.
Yeah, if they like body slammed you know, if they kept fucking up Caleb Williams and injuring him so he couldn't finish the season on plays that were ended, like the Packers did, like even if you watch some of the plays against Walter Payton, Payton's running out of bounds. He's out of bounds by 4 yards. A safety comes out, fucking nails him, like slams him into the benches. Walter Payton flips over the bench, almost gets like lands on a fucking like a heating machine or something.
I saw this
back up,
and
he's good to go.
Mhm.
You know, if he was bear proof in that way of injuries like that. It's probably why his, you know, he had the kidney injuries that ended up causing his life, because he bounced back from it. But the way that they fucked up McMahon and ruined, every team was out for him to try to end his. Back in the day, you could hit the quarterback like that to try to end his career, and they did it all the time. And you were lucky; you had to have the offensive line. You had to be the Joe Montana in that system to be able to flourish. Now it's more quarterback friendly to avoid those kind of injuries, and I don't think you're going to see that anymore. Like I think we're done with that shit. Caleb Williams has an exceptional talent, an exceptional charisma, an exceptional vibe, an exceptional karma. It's entirely different. I mean, PJ, I don't know if you saw, but they're like some inside Bears coach said that they never knew what they were going to get with Justin Fields, you know, day in, day out, coming into Hallis Hall. Like one day he'd be like totally happy. The next day he'd be like never talking to anybody and totally down.
Excuse him for being a human.
But this kid comes in every day with a smile on his face. He's got a different kind of charisma to him. He's got a different kind of aura around him. He's got a different kind of just. There's something special about him, dude. There's something special about him. Everyone sees it.
Until we play, right?
No, no, wrong.
Again, you guys have these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful praises for him. And you know what? He is probably a super heck of a nice guy, because I've never met a person who is smiling all the time. I've never met one. I know I'm not one. So if I walk in the building and I don't have a smile on my face and to be criticized for that, oh, well, Justin, you're human. Thank you for being
I'm
human.
always smiling on this show, buddy.
I don't know how many times I walk into work.
I have to keep up with your Justin Fields shit.
That's beside the point. I'm just, to Adam Mason's point, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid yet, because again, show me on the field. Truly, show
What
me
about
on
a
the field.
brand new Cheddar Chips Ahoy boy in 1975?
That's one of our guys.
We might be starting to spin our tires on this conversation.
Again, I'm not saying I want Justin. That's not what this argument. That's not what this discussion is about, Chips Ahoy boy. I'm not saying I still want Justin. What I'm saying is I'm not head over heels about a guy who hasn't played one down yet. Show me on the field if you want me to say, oh, he's that guy. I'm not going to say he's a guy based upon the way he gives an interview. Maybe he's been coached to give good interviews. Who knows? But just because you give a good interview doesn't mean you're a good player. Show me on the field. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I just rattled off some footage earlier, and he was somehow able to complete a deep pass to Velus Jones. The pass was so good that Velus Jones was able to catch it.
Velus Jones caught it. I mean, you see TJ Edwards saying right there that he's doing things different. He's looking off players because he has that instinctability in his play where he can look over here, and at the very last second when he knows the receiver is over there, he can throw it just as he looks over there. It's different. He throws with anticipation. He has like a point guard, field of view. I bet you within a couple of years you're going to see him throwing no look passes too.
If he
by
does,
the way,
he'll do it this year. He'll do it this year. I'll bet money on that. Bet you.
I bet you he will be. Robbie says PJ said he liked Caleb as best quarterback in his draft. I understand where he's coming from. He has to show it on the field.
There is no doubt he has to. There's no doubt.
An NFL game with NFL players, not.
But to not allow yourself to at least have some hype. Oh, you had hype over Justin at this point in his career without him showing anything.
Negative.
Okay, I didn't know you then, but I'm
Yeah,
assuming that you
negative.
probably did, like we all did.
No, negative. I mean, because that's the whole thing about me and
Affirmative.
quarterbacks. Me and quarterbacks, I'm not big on quarterbacks. I told you this in a private conversation, Shorty. I'm not big on quarterbacks anyway. So for me, a quarterback, all right, you look good in practice. I mean, because in practice, a guy can't come in within 5 feet of you, or else he's on the verge of getting cut. So
Well, these
yeah,
big
you can look
men
good in
know
practice.
that, and they're trying to knock it down. Dino Dex is trying to knock it down, but Jumpman over here is off
Okay, but if you know
platform,
you're not,
completing
if you know you're
passes.
not going to get hit, you're not going to follow. You don't have to worry about not following through on your throws.
The days of not having a quarterback to win, I think that's the old NFL.
Only thing I'm
man.
saying is show me on the field. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, listen, I'm going to give you that. And I want to get to a couple more people here in chat. Robbie, thanks for joining us. Good to see you again, my friend. We've got CB Sickles, Walt hanging out with us. What's up, Walt? Good to see you.
What's up, Walt? Walt
How you
is the
doing,
man.
Walt?
And there
Hell
was
yeah.
another Chips Ahoy boy hopping in with us tonight. He's
Chips,
saying,
sir.
PJ, you have some serious Bears QB PTSD.
I do. I
Yeah,
mean,
we all do.
for heaven's sake, if we're thinking about it, we've never had a quarterback throw over 4,000 yards. I've been watching the Bears since 1969. So yes, I
PJ.
do have some serious PTSD. And again, there's difference between practicing and playing. He started showing me in some games, I'm gonna be like, you know what, this guy's pretty good. He
Well,
translates.
PJ, Cliff has some good insider analysis for you on Caleb Williams and his throwing ability.
Has he said? Can he tell me something about what he done in an NFL game? Because y'all keep overlooking that part. Show me in an NFL game, in a regular season game, then we
Well,
can end this
it looks like
conversation.
Cliff is saying that he can show you in every way possible except
right,
for the
hold
NFL
on.
field.
Pause. Let's fast forward to week 4 of the NFL season right now.
There you go.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I can't do that yet. We're working on it.
So that's what I'm saying. So why? I mean, you guys try to convince me of something that can't be proven to me yet.
Week
So
4 of
stop
what
trying to
season?
convince me because
This
it's not going
season
to be
or
proven.
last season?
This season.
Huh?
I was making a joke, like if we could just
Oh, I
fast forward
thought-
into the future, so we could just get
I
this
thought
over
you
with.
were going to show the clip of Justin Fields staring down a wide open Roshan Johnson on the out route against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So
but he
to
chose
trump
not to
up
throw the
Caleb,
ball.
we got to tear down Justin.
Hey,
No, we're not
I'm just
tearing
playing
down
jokes.
Justin anymore. We're not here to
I've,
tear down
But that's what I'm
I've
saying,
reached
though.
the
I
point.
mean, again,
We are spinning our tires.
I'm truly rooting for Justin. I mean,
Put it
not
on the
Justin,
ticket.
Jason, Caleb.
He can't.
Whatever his name.
Fraudian
I'm rooting
slip.
for Caleb.
Fraudian slip. I don't know what the term is.
Freudian. So I'm truly rooting for Caleb. But I'm, like Foster said, I haven't seen it yet. So because I haven't seen it yet, I'm not just going to give blind loyalty. And
No
say
one
this guy
has.
the greatest thing since Dan Marino. Show me.
better than Dan Marino.
I'm hoping it only takes one series against the Texans to prove PJ's point of
You want to
we
say
will see it.
what against the Texans? What'd you say?
It's only going to take one series against the Texans to put this point of yours to bed. The show it to me. One series against the second team of the Texans.
I cannot wait for this day. I cannot wait.
It's going to hit like crack.
Okay.
It's gonna hit like a butt crack with him because he's not gonna admit. He's like, well,
No, that's
I
an
can skip
axle
4 more
shaft.
games in a
That's
row.
an axle shaft, Shorty.
It's an ass shaft.
An ass shaft.
So first, I got to say this because I was going to cut in and say this, but so Robbie, I didn't drink this.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys caught it. It looked like I was drinking the 409.
Ooh.
And then the other thing I wanted, because I never said it when we were talking about defense. Adam brought this up, but if you guys remember, I was talking about this in December and January, even the last game is defensively. And this was supposed to be when we were doing the interviews. This team, I believe, this defense is capable of giving up 20 points or less every week. And if the offense can score 24, 26 points a game, we should win a ton of games. But it has to be seen consistently, NFL live games, man. And I'm just saying this because I've got total faith, man. The little that I hit, the small amount of film that I have seen of the OTAs and everything's going on. I like his interview. He's showing that he is capable of being the guy that we've never had here. since the 1940s. And then there was one, oh, I know, back at the shower thing, Shorty, because you wanted to see my shaft, right? You pig.
Yeah, your shaft. Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
You didn't see this. You know why? And this is for Adam Mason because I had a cracked 3-inch nipple. That's why you didn't see the shaft, Shorty. And these moths are killing me, dude. I don't know where they're coming from, but I put this shit in the corner, and I probably
It's the fucking rotting bodies, Foster.
Crap!
You should know this by now.
I hate how perfect this story gets thrown together too. Foster, you cannot show bleach on this stream or we will get in serious trouble, man. And I don't want to be a part of any of that. Get that house sold and get away, man.
I can advertise for Formula 409. It's the grease fighter.
Hashtag not an ad.
You see DVD here? Well, that's a stubby shaft there, Foster.
VHS would know firsthand.
Whoa.
Right?
Your shaft is quite shiny too. What have you been doing with that? You been waxing that shaft?
What the fuck?
All good things must come to an end. End of Foster.
Can we switch the subject, because people have been talking about Tory Taylor here in chat too, and
are you talking about a blue chip punter that was selected in the 4th round?
You saw it here. You saw me, Adam. What was I saying? 15 minutes into that draft pick, just out of nowhere, I was like, a fucking punter? Really? No.
Do you want to know the most? Special. Do you want to know the most fun part about this? And chat can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that Tory Taylor was acquired in the 4th round pick the Bears got from the Eagles when they moved down one spot to still draft the player they wanted at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So Tory Taylor's also a part of that trade from the Panthers. And he was booming 6-second hang time punts that were being downed within the 10, within the 5. I'm as excited for him as Caleb.
Dude, I mean, he's going to win us at least 4 games this year. I'm worried he's going to hit the roof of the dome. It's going to come down and land on the 50 because it hit the dome roof. I mean, dude, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my God, that's making me even more incentivized to go to the Vikings game on Monday Night Football, because they got a good defense. I'm going to see some punts there, admittedly. But if he's skying them in that glass palace, that's going to be a sight to see.
I finally understand it now.
Go ahead, bud.
I finally understand it.
Go ahead, bud.
What happens is when you get so high on a player and he doesn't live up to your expectations, you go so far down that you turn your back on him. Where
you're talking about me specifically?
No, I'm talking about people in general. So for me, having an even keel about things, that's why I never get too high or too low, because I'm like, show me.
Yeah, I have had active hatred for the Trubisky and Fields picks, like downright near tears, anger, hatred.
But people
and for
get
me
so
to just
high
be
on
okay with Caleb,
then
I think that's the highest praise.
Yeah, but PJ, you yourself are self-proclaimed as being a lover of drafted picks. So when you
I like drafted picks, yes.
Whenever we let a drafted pick go or trade him or don't re-sign him, that always upsets you, because that's kind of
it's disappointing.
You kind of just went against yourself there.
But see,
yeah,
I'm not the type of guy who sit up there and read the weeds of this drafted player and say, oh, because he has an interview and he talks so charismatically that he's my favorite guy. Those are the things that are not going to get me excited about him. His play gets me excited first, and then those things can come afterwards. But that's when but I'm not truly going to get ever truly excited where I'm like, "Ooh, this guy is the greatest thing since sliced bread." No, I'm never going to get that. I just not how I view players like that. Because again, who's my favorite player of all time personally is Tommy Harris. Tommy Harris was never is not a Hall of Famer, but because of a personal level and a personal conversation I had with him on the football field, he's my favorite player. So there's personal things that I like about people that causes me to like them more, but the play themselves is not got. I mean, the play, yeah, I feel good about it, but the pre-playing draft or the pre-playing interviews and things, the way he talk, I'm not getting excited over a player over that. I mean, for that reason, I just don't.
Okay, so what if everything that we're talking about right now, and we've been talking about for weeks now and months now, the first drive, first pass is a dime, 65-yard touchdown pass to Romadunze.
Can I say this?
Well, let me finish. And then the second play is a 45-yard dime touchdown pass to DJ Moore. And now we're up 14-zip against whatever team we're playing.
Okay.
That can at least give you a little bit of confidence, or are you just going to still kind of?
Can I say this? Let me answer.
Show it to me after 8.
No.
Let
me
show it to me.
Let me give you a true, honest answer. What I would truly say is, our previous quarterback in a preseason game threw 2 passes just like that: a screen pass to Herbert and a screen pass to DJ Moore, who went the distance for long yardage. Those type of drives do not impress me. If you really want to know what would impress me with Caleb, show me a 12-play drive where you're connecting and you're moving the ball down the field, and you do that like 2 times in a row. That to me is more impressive than throwing 2 bombs, because you're actually working. You're working it. Go ahead, Carl.
Show that to me in the fourth quarter when you're losing and lead your team down for a game.
That's impressive as well. I agree. That's impressive as well.
Right there.
I would love to see that.
Impressive.
Because
I agree.
That would be the most obvious thing to show that as a difference maker, your quarterback can go from a losing situation and take you to the winning situation.
If they're down by 10 at the end of the game, who have they played in the first game?
Titans, I believe.
If they're down by 10 at the end of the first game against the Titans, and he wins us that game on 2 drives,
I would say that's very impressive. That's a good, very good, almost great start for a rookie quarterback. I would say that. Yes, I would.
That would make the second week going into the Texans, that would be like, I don't know. I'd have to get crazy, call off work the next day. That would be so much hype
that would
going
be
into
impressive.
that game. That'd be like you're percolating your coffee or whatever it's called, and just it would boil the hell over.
Time for the percolate.
That would be crazy. Yes, it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, show me that. I mean, those to me is what makes a good quarterback, not just some 165-yard pass. Because, no.
Yeah, you're an NFL quarterback because you have the ability to do that, but I think what you're alluding to is the consistency, or what I'm alluding to is when it matters. That's the type of stuff that the Bears haven't seen consistently for a while.
Just to be able to put together a sustained 12-play drive where you're scoring. He ain't got to throw a touchdown pass. He just have to
be the engineer
do
to
the things that make the offense roll consistently in a manner that we're not used to seeing, man.
We're all using long, big words and sentences to say, give me football now.
And I want to go back to the punter because I didn't get to say anything. I believe, and my nephew Brendan, thanks for popping in, dude.
What's up, Brendan?
Foster. He had a comment in there, but
what's up, B. Foster?
I believe that there's a point in every game where this guy could flip the field for us. It's possible, just because of the ability and what he's shown already. There could be any game during the season where every game with that leg and what he's shown, if that's true and what we're seeing is consistent during an NFL game, there's not a game where that guy can't flip the field and change the outcome of that game, in my opinion.
Pinning the team to their own in their own 10, 5 punts in a row it's going to wreak havoc against the opposing team for sure.
And I like the fact that he's from Iowa, where he's kind of used to this type of weather too. It's not like he's coming from a southern state. Yeah.
PJ, what if let me put it this way. What if Caleb comes out and his first 5 passes are touchdowns? Would you believe then? Would it still take a 12-play drive?
Bro.
Yeah, because I'm looking for consistency. I mean, because
5 straight plays.
5 straight touchdown passes. We win 35
okay.
to.
So let me ask you this. Let's keep it. I mean, seeing as though you want to go down this road,
We
let's go
could
down
do this for like months.
Okay, if he throws,
We're gonna have to do it for weeks, Foster.
First 5 plays are touchdowns.
Yeah.
Then the next 3 games, he don't throw a touchdown at all. Am I supposed to be excited?
What if the next game he throws 3 touchdowns?
Consistency, brother. Consistency.
Okay. So 5, 3, and 3 is consistent enough in the first 3 games?
Yeah, that's really consistent. I mean, that's really good.
All right, fair enough.
Give me football now.
You know, I want the season to start right now just to help PJ out more than anything else.
I don't.
I'll go to Hallis Halls and
protest.
protest.
You'll what, Foster?
I don't, because I'll wait. I enjoy the weather, man. So
right. Gotta enjoy the
I don't
weather.
want to be in Chicagoland this winter unless I'm watching the Bears or doing something with my family.
Yeah.
Like J2K, what if Caleb flies into the stadium on a unicorn shooting golden eggs?
I'm gonna follow him around with
As long as he does it consistently, right?
If he shits Super Bowl trophies, that'd be wonderful.
Chips Ahoy is asking why does it take a certain number of plays? Because again, I want to see consistency. I mean, I want to see consistent. We have lacked consistency at our quarterback position. So we need consistency. So you having a Mitch Trubisky game where you throwing 6 touchdowns in one game and then not doing anything else. So again, consistency.
What if he owns Green Bay? Tony Moy says.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's a fair question. But again, if the ultimate goal is to win Super Bowls, you can beat Green Bay twice a year, and if you're still not reaching the ultimate goal, where we at?
What I'd like to say, because we keep talking about this, and I keep hearing plural, without knowing what we have exactly at the quarterback position, he's still a rookie, hasn't played a snap yet. Are we expecting multiple rings, or are we honestly gonna be okay with just one, like an Aaron Rodgers, just one Super Bowl?
I love chat right now. Shorty, drop it. PJ has lost his son. You are never going to change him. Chips Ahoy. What if they are 6-play drives?
Scottish Bear, you don't know how true that is.
I don't know what, but somebody beat him to it.
Oh man, it's the bottom line. It's going to take PJ to be convinced, and we all know that by now. We'll keep talking about this.
You know, I liked Fields when we drafted him, but it wasn't until that Pittsburgh game when he drove down the field and scored that touchdown that I said, okay, I think this guy can be the guy, man.
Yeah. And then it was denied.
And that was his rookie year. I mean, and that was late in the season. What I didn't like is we never saw that kind of stuff again. I mean, I don't know. I can't even say it right, but
there was 3 games last year. We needed 1 score in the second half.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get it. We just needed 1 scoring drive that the quarterback had to put
Broncos
together.
game.
That was it for me.
Buccaneers game.
Well, it would have been nice if we had better defense in those games. The Broncos, the Buccaneers.
Yeah, but the defense always win the game. You have to have a quarterback that
can. Denver game, we gave up all those points in the second half. The defense couldn't play a little better.
But it would have taken 1 fucking scoring drive from the offense to shut
Fields
their
was playing against a defense that gave up 70 points.
I know.
It's a dead horse. We're beating a dead horse. We need football now.
And you notice I'm not even bringing up Mr. Fields. I'm trying to stick to the point of what it is with Caleb.
Yeah.
I mean,
show me the money.
We're between a rock and a hard place until August.
Show me the consistency.
What if Caleb runs down? Then everyone's like pontificating. So what if Caleb runs down to the 1, but Montez Sweat scores?
Yeah,
love it.
That's the defense. Caleb didn't get them that safety. It was the defense. And what if there are 5 plays with? I don't even want to. I can't.
All right.
Good point, J2K. Good point, J2K.
Yep.
Good point.
Yep.
Yeah, when Pringle, Pettis, and EQ are your starting wide receivers, it's hard to expect growth, let alone success.
Yep.
Dead horse. They are killing another horse.
Did you guys hear that?
Caleb's in a good position. He's in a good position. He got plenty of weapons. He has good weapons. I think he
has
has
a plan.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm not hearing enough talked about is that Gerald Everett. I think that Gerald Everett signing is a sneaky good signing.
Damn good.
His stats last year were crazy. I think he had close to 60 receptions.
See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and that's not being talked about enough. And then Swift, him being a weapon out of the backfield as a pass catching running back. So again, Caleb's in a very good position. I do wonder about our interior offensive line and protecting him, especially with the things that's going on with Davis and not going on with Davis. Who knows? And then Jenkins' health history. So yeah, if he's really protected, I think he can throw over 4,000 yards this year. Something that's never been done. I think he really can. He can really do that because he's in that good of a position. And I love the fact that the wide receivers have this thing among themselves, a race to 1,000. I love competition like that. Hearing that from your receivers and competing with each other to iron sharpen iron. So yeah, I'm going to I'm going to help you get better, but you're going to help me get better, but I'm going to compete against you while helping you at the same time. That type of camaraderie is good for football. I mean, I'm a football guy. I mean, I truly love football, more so defense and offense, but I love the competition about it. And that's the way it's supposed to be.
If Odunze was selected by the New York Giants, he would be their clear-cut first option as a wide receiver. He's the third option currently as a Bears wide receiver. So the talent around Caleb Williams is undeniable.
Oh man,
I think the more that we look at the names and the more that we boil it down, yes, the interior offensive line could end up being a problem, but I also think that Caleb Williams in a vacuum is the perfect quarterback to dilute and work around those interior offensive line issues potentially, as he's able to escape and still throw and not just run.
And become the first rookie quarterback to win the Super Bowl with a team that is forever known for not having quarterbacks. That's just how the Bears work. That's why I'm predicting a Super Bowl win this year with a rookie quarterback, because of the team, because of the futility at quarterback play for the Bears. And then they finally luck out into this pick. It would be so Bears for them to set the market on quarterback play. It just would be.
Are you willing to place a bet on that Super Bowl prediction?
I am. If you want to place your bet, go to bit.ly/.
Enough. That's a 10th time. That's a 10th time.
Get
That's actually where I was going myself.
Can I say something without you guys think I'm trying to hate on Caleb though? There was a pass.
Hold on. No.
Fair enough.
No, go ahead.
What I didn't like from the things they showed from mandatory minicamp, I didn't like him jumping in the middle of the field, throwing the ball. Did y'all see that pass?
Yeah, he played it for us.
I didn't like that because I'm worried about if he does that in real games, he might get hurt.
Oh yeah,
and that's why
that's why I'm
Daniels.
Saying and if Jaden Daniels jumping over the line,
if I can critique too, which I'll critique with you because I will do that.
No,
I'll do it over the course of the season. Why is every single pass that you see him throwing in the OTAs all underthrown? Is it just because they're all just lob passes during practices? They got a next receiver up running this route. Is it because he's not throwing it so far that he's going to run into the coaches? He's just kind of throwing it to a spot because they're all just kind of seem to be slowing down a little bit. I will say that.
Slow down too, right?
Yeah, this one, there was one that he throws to DJ Moore. He has to turn around and slow down and catch it behind him. If you want me to critique to be on your side, PJ, I can do that too. But I think the critique of that is that he's just they're not in passes like this. They're where he's just they're doing throwing sessions and he's just be behind him.
Do we have that clip where they said he hit Bayless Jones in stride for that 65-yard or whatever it was in practice?
I've got you.
Because I don't think I've ever seen that one. Because that's one I was waiting to see that.
Open your eyes, sir. This is really slowed down. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Wow, look at how he had his arm. His arms were like this far apart, and he was like,
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like. I mean, I'm
He
nothing
looks like
against the
Alex
throw.
Brown doing a sack celebration, like he's from the University of
looks
Florida.
like
He's on the
Foster's trying to
alligator
catch
arms,
the
man.
pass.
Yes, like he's showing his arms too soon. Look like. See what I'm saying? Seems like he's showing his arms too soon.
Look, his eyes are up. Yeah,
Yeah.
he does not have the late hands trait that Roma Dunze has.
Yes.
Jesus Lord,
Now,
boy, guy.
Good throw. Good throw. For those of you who didn't hear me, that was a good throw by Caleb Williams. Very good throw. I don't like the catch. He's showing his arms hands too soon. But that was my first time seeing it. So yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate you showing it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he kind of did what they teach you not to do.
Yeah,
right.
Why did Velas fall down?
Exactly.
That's
That's another problem.
That was my first thing I said. Is I'm like, why did he fall down, man?
Yeah.
I might not have. Whatever. I would have caught the fucking thing and not fallen down. There's no reason to fall down.
Uh-huh.
You guys jump all the time and shit. Even in baseball, why the hell are you jumping when the ball's coming to you? You don't.
Yeah, I agree with you, Walt. I know in those individual drills, they kind of go and have speed. I mean, I agree with that. I understand that. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't. The only thing I can truly say I really dislike when I seen 7-on-7s or the full team is that jump pass. Kids asked me earlier in the chat, did I dislike it when Justin did? I dislike when any quarterback is jumping to throw the ball because you can get hurt. That's what I'm concerned about, getting hurt or them getting hurt.
Go ahead. I don't know if you were done.
No, go ahead, man.
I was because I said, why did Velas fall down? And Tony Moy answered that. He said, because Velas sucks.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Vegas, but that's problematic. If I'm being honest, the way he tracking the ball, got his hands failing, and then when he does catch it, he's going to the ground. Yeah, that's not good.
J2K said it too. We're all questioning the technique here involved.
Yes.
And
Agreed.
terrible.
Yeah. I think what Carl has said, is Rome Medusa, he has a good technique of, the late hands.
Yeah.
Even DJ Moore does, because I remember that the Atlanta game in the end zone when he caught that touchdown, perfectly laid hands. I mean, it was like he was just running. Then all of a sudden, last minute, he put his hands up, and it was like perfect. So yeah, I appreciate wide receivers who have the late hands.
Here's your late hands trait, literally seen on the screen right now. This is your underthrown ball for you there, Shorty, as well. His hands are still not up. Now, boom.
Yeah. See,
That's over Tyreek Stevenson.
Did you see how? I mean, that was good defense, and he was because he had his hands was so late, he couldn't react. Well, he's looking back though.
He's hand fighting.
Yeah, but oh man, that's a good catch by
Matt Pryor's sighting there, number 79. So,
right. So yeah, see that was beautiful. I can just say that was beautiful right there.
What I notice is the size of his hands when you're looking at these throws. Like his hand is just the way that he holds the ball and releases it. It's fucking beautiful. It's beautiful. His release and to his jump pass, PJ. I just want to add this here. Let me show everyone what I made here. Hold on, I'm going to remove us. That right there. That's the jump man pass guy.
I tried to make a comment on that earlier, Shorty.
You're gonna see it on shoes in the future.
You've been on the lab.
I hope not. I don't want to see him get hurt, man. I don't want to see him get hurt. I don't.
You really think that that's going to end up with him getting hurt? How often does Mahomes get hurt?
Knocking on wood.
Look, sometimes you come across a unicorn. Mahomes might be that guy. So just because one guy is lucky with it, I'm not going to guarantee that somebody else will be. It's just bad technique, jumping like that, and that's what I'm concerned with. I'm concerned with it because again, I'm worried about his health.
Mahomes was worse than him coming out of college.
I agree with that. I do. I agree. I
Mahomes,
think that year that he set in Kansas City,
Mahomie,
he done Matt Nagy done wonders with him in that year that he set, being the quarterback coach.
Wait,
Quarterback coach.
I'm out.
Not as a head coach, as a quarterback coach. He did wonders with him.
That is not Matt Nagy. That's Andy Reid, dude.
Okay.
You think that's Matt Nagy?
I think he worked with him that year. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That year.
I'm not even going to get into that. I have zero thought.
I'm just saying.
I'm not even going to get into that. I have zero thought.
If the
zero
story
thought.
fits,
He has zero thought.
But
That's enough said.
Did you watch his feet when he did it? Yeah, I watched his feet. I mean, again, he jumped. And, you can turn your ankle. What type of cleats is he wearing? He's wearing low-cut cleats. I'm a basketball player.
Is he playing on a grass surface or a fake surface?
I'm a basketball player. For those of you who play basketball, you don't jump and you don't play basketball in low cuts because you can turn your ankle. You jumping in the air. You come down on somebody's foot, you're turning your ankle.
Well, it sounds like you need to send a memo to Hallis Hall to make sure that he wears high tops.
Or don't jump when you're passing the ball. That's all I'm saying.
Or jump when you're passing the ball and get a shoe named after you called the Jumpman 2 shoe.
Actually, why does that seem so plausible? If he wins multiple Super Bowls, there's going to be a Jumpman collaboration. That's what it'll be with Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
It would
He'll be
make too
like,
much sense.
He'll have the Jordan football version. You'll see that image right here on jerseys.
You might.
That image will be on jerseys in 10 years. Mark my word.
Trademark it. If we don't trademark this, we're going to lose out on a big opportunity here, man.
Well, Walt, I can say, yes, it can happen in low cuts or high tops. However, I have turned my ankle way more in low cuts than I ever have in high tops.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Wow. The silence says it all. What's up, STC?
Yes.
you're about 3 minutes late.
Hop it in 3 minutes too late. Yeah. As we are about to end the show.
Good discussion, though, guys. I appreciate the discussion. That was a good discussion.
Hey, we had it last week and the week before. We'll have it again next week. Yeah.
Week after.
And the week after. And the week after. And
we'll have it all the way up until the third game of the season.
And the fucking week after. It'll take 18 games.
And the
you'll still
fucking
be like, well, I just don't like him jumping on that play, even though it was for a 45-yard touchdown pass.
Or we'd be talking about, man. No, I ain't going to say that. Never mind.
Yeah, no, go ahead, finish. Oh, man, no. Justin Fields threw 4 touchdown passes in that game.
No. I was going to say, speaking of, what could happen when you do jump like that. That's why I'm not going to speak on somebody's injury. I don't want that to happen. And that's why I'm afraid of it, because of injury.
Look, you made Adam Mason leave. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take PJ for a bit, so I had to go finish my video. See what you did to Adam Mason?
That's okay, Adam.
Are you saying that PJ helped Adam finish?
Dang. Well, I just try to speak logic. And there's only one person I'm going to help finish these days. That's all I'm saying.
Foster had to bow out for that one. Fuck Dontavian Wicks.
Who?
Fuck DTW.
No, just DW.
Fuck DW.
All right, so put me on solo here. I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That is
Oh, I
nice.
bet that was so like hard back in the day. The Junkyard Dogs. That feels like the 80s and 90s, man.
That feels like the Super Bowl team.
I have an extra one of these, and I think we should wrap it off to one of our viewers.
Oh no! Might get some backhanded deals going on there.
Uh-oh.
That might
You gotta come to my house and pick it up.
Hey, that might be some backhanded deals going on there. Is number 73 Hartenstein?
Mike Hartenstein, so underrated, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
So underrated, it's disgusting.
Let's give that away to the 2,000 subscriber.
Let's give that away to the guy who agrees with me.
Oh, so we're not giving it away to anybody then, PJ.
On what?
Golf clap, everyone, for
We'll
fun.
figure something out, but I got an extra one.
I have one of those too. I also have the offensive line one. The what's it called?
The Black and Blues Brothers.
Black and Blues. But yeah, I have that one too.
Um,
I'm thinking about redoing my setup to put make a second. This is my work area, so I have to hang up the flag and put the light behind it and stuff. But I'm thinking about doing like in the corner of my room where I have kind of like Aldo has it on the bar room. When you can kind of see the corner and you can see all of his posters and stuff. I'm thinking about doing something like that and putting up my posters that I have.
Trying to pawn off evidence. Yeah, that was the last dude I killed. He had 3 of them. So I'm just going to say, I'll give one away.
Perfectly said.
That was good, Walt.
Yep, absolutely, man.
Hope
Hope you are well, my friend. Hope you are well, Walt.
Yes, I agree.
Sorry, everyone is going to unsubscribe and wait now.
So we'll figure something out. I might even have an extra black. I'm going to see what I got. We'll figure it out in the next couple weeks, and then we'll do something.
Yeah, I've got like a whole tube full of posters like that just rolled up in it from the 80s that I haven't even looked at in years.
What about a Bajan poster?
Don't have one.
Mm.
I don't get anything when somebody.
It looked like one of those.
Bedard is my first jersey purchase of a rookie ever on a Chicago team.
And he should be. Yeah, Bedard's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, what an awful injury. A broken jaw. Poor kid. Ugh.
STC, I will say this. Because he says if Al Harris and Todd Bell didn't hold out, we would have been undefeated that year.
Necessarily.
I say if Jim McMahon would have played that entire Dolphin game, we would have went undefeated.
Yeah, that's possible.
If you would have played every game that season, we would have been undefeated.
Well, are you talking about like the early 2000s, like 2001?
No, 85.
No, 85.
Talking about Jim Miller?
Jim McMahon.
Oh, thank you. You said Jim Miller. You scared the hell out of me.
We're talking about the Miami Dolphins game.
I thought you said Jim Miller.
Jim McMahon.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
I like Jim Miller. I thought he was.
Yeah, I thought he was okay.
To the same thing, STC. If the other Harris played in that Super Bowl, Tommy Harris, we would have won that fucking game.
Him and Mike Brown.
To your point,
they only needed one of those guys.
Tommy Harris and Mike Brown. If they both play in the Super Bowl, we win that.
Yes,
I say they only need one of those guys, but
yeah, either or. Tommy Harris. I'm gonna say Tommy Harris was the difference.
Tommy Harris would have made a lot more havoc on the interior, but Danielle Manning blew a blown coverage to Reggie Wayne. I don't think Mike Brown does that.
Yes, Danielle Manning. That's right.
But
Manning.
To the point, Tank Johnson was like a half step from getting Peyton Manning for a sack on that play. Tommy Harris would have got that sack.
That's a tidbit I don't remember. Okay, I believe you.
I remember seeing the game because they had Tank Johnson because he played normally the 1 technique, but that game he had to play the 3 technique. Tommy Harris's spot. And
are you laughing at the Scottish Bear?
Yes. Poster has a Virginia McCaskey 100 poster pinned to his ceiling in his bedroom.
Fuck. I was. Got removable pieces too, so you can strip her one day at a time for the month.
Oh my God.
And she's still hot to you, buddy.
That's right. I'm 700 years old, dude.
700.
I don't know. You guys, 3,000, whatever. You saw my
what
high
is
school.
this?
You
What
saw
is
my
this?
high school picture. It was hieroglyphics.
Man.
He took her virginity.
Did you guys see what Ken said about Dan?
What? Kids on the road tonight. I ain't mad at you, kids.
Where's it at? Bring it on. Let me see it.
There we go.
Nope. No poster, but Shorty has a sweet TB17 vaginal.
And I'm with Cliff, man. I am so with Cliff on this one.
Oh my God.
Bring back the honey bears. I want to date them all.
That one's going over my head. I have no idea.
Never mind.
Oh, you never seen the honey bears?
What the fucking honey bears are?
Oh man.
No.
That's it. Fuck off, Carl.
I wasn't born yet. You can't do that.
How could I
I don't know what a
young without
cheerleader
saying
looks
my
like. Oh, okay,
I
Carl.
remember when Virginia was cheerleading in 1946.
Foster, educate Carl on the honey bears.
Yeah, don't edge me. Please educate instead.
Man.
Those were our cheerleaders, man, and they were some very lovely women.
And the last year of them was?
I don't remember.
1985.
See that? Yeah, that's right.
Everyone, that's like been like the running curse that when they got rid of the honey bears, they stopped winning.
Adam Mason had a video for the honey bears, but it wasn't received well, so I took it down. Put it back up. I want to see it. I missed
Put
it.
it back up, Adam. Come on, Adam. Come on.
I missed it.
Did you delete it or did you make it unlisted? Because you could still share it if it's still up. Might be some good members content, Adam.
Share
Wink, wink,
privately.
nudge, nudge.
Yeah, privately, Adam.
46. When Foster
Patreon members only.
Met Virginia. And took her Virginia. Did you take Virginia's Virginia?
Absolutely.
I believe
did.
it. Such a fucking player. I wouldn't doubt it.
Make sure you guys join us next week for when we have Mr. McCaskey as a guest. No, I'm just kidding.
Thought Thomas Jones was going to be on next week.
No, that's in 2 weeks.
Oh.
You know, I did ask Larry Mayer when we met him, the senior writer for the Bears, about coming on the show. He's like, nope.
He doesn't seem like the type
I
of
don't
guy.
do podcasts.
Yeah, because then if he does one, then he's going to start doing them, and he don't want to do that stuff.
Well, he doesn't. He can't be unbiased. Like he has to be. He's so biased that he can't be even relatively unbiased. You know, he can't even.
He got to tote the lot. You know, he got to tote everything the Bears is pushing out.
Yeah. I do want to
Lovable.
try to see if I can get maybe Larry to write a story about Jason UK coming in. I can be like the resident British Bears fan. Yeah. Look at me, Larry. Look at all the British Bears fans I'm bringing in.
And maybe they can do a story about you.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Or flip
There'll be
side.
the story about Shorty bringing men in from overseas.
I'm sure that won't be skewed anyway, right?
Trafficker.
Englishmen on top of it.
I can guarantee you he won't say anything about the podcast. Dan Shortino brings in another
some guy. I was some guy in that article, some contributor or something. I don't remember what that was.
Oh man. It's so funny because we get going this long after 3 hours and we have the most viewers and we're having the most fun and it's like fuck.
And then
how
we
long you
get
guys wanna
comments
keep
like
going?
this.
Yeah.
Who just
Who
wants to
doesn't
see
like
young
seeing-
women dancing around?
Yeah. I mean, you guys get to this point with us now, and you keep egging us on with subjects that are not Bears involved because we're having so much fun. That you guys are the reason why these shows go for 6 hours.
Right. I mean, because here's this show reminds
you would all just show up in the beginning and start this with us. Go ahead, PJ.
See, this show reminds me of just some guys hanging out at a bar or a game and just talking.
Like the
And
Blue Oyster?
Well, not there. We ain't gonna be hanging out there, but just hanging out somewhere, just talking, and the conversation just goes in 100 different directions, and you never know when it's gonna go.
If the scroty fits.
Perfect timing.
It comes back to Bears, and then it
Right.
comes back to like fun. Then it comes back to Bears. Then we're talking about vaginas.
And now we're
Fish and
talking about
spaghetti.
sex dolls.
Fish and spaghetti, yeah.
Meatloaf.
Spaghetti, motherfucker, spaghetti.
Yeah.
STC. A lot of my salary goes to dancing girls. At least they're dancing; they're not stationary.
Foster's nephew said he wants to bring back the Lovables.
Adam, I love how you're justifying your own show. Yeah, we have to. We have to, Adam. We have to.
I don't. You don't have to justify any of this. It just is what it is. You're here or you're not.
You're having fun or you're not. Yeah. If you're still here, you're having fun. Period.
Yeah. Look at Adam. You left and still you came back. You came back.
You went and finished your show. Came back for more fun. Look, we're here for you.
There's some business, and we're still fucking around, laughing and talking to Bears bullshit. So.
Adam know he wants me. Adam know he
was-
wants me as a guest on this show. He know he does.
That is, you got somebody booked PJ. He's been trying to get booked for like 5 years. It'll be the first time that he gets booked instead of booking somebody else.
Yo, I see what you did there, Foster. I see what you did.
Up to the big house.
I see what you did there, Foster. That was good.
Adam's saying our show is like heroin.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should put that
I've
on the
experimented with a bunch of
description.
it. It's more like crack.
Yeah.
Please put this in the description of the channel on Spotify.
What?
It's like heroin.
Come back for more BCP. It's like heroin.
Yeah, you're close. It sounds like PCP, so you can really start to get some people confused.
Oh, there you go. I've actually
I like it.
In fact, Brian Gilmore, when he was on our show and we were trying to get everyone to go, "You down with BCP?" He goes, "You down with PCP?"
I was the only one going, yeah.
Oh, my jaw just cracked. My reaction was so great.
In fact, I recorded because I recorded everyone for a while there going, "You down with BCP?" And I was trying to put them all together as a like a conglomerate of sound, and all you could hear was Brian going, "You down with PCP?" I was like, I gotta remove Brian from that.
Here, this is some of the stuff too that happens on this show, like when it's midnight on the East Coast. Fucking Cliff's going, fuck the wife, I'm buying a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, making a meatloaf, vacuuming the fucking lawns, like figuring out what to do with this one. Hey.
Oh my god. I totally forgot that I had a video of my neighbor in Florida vacuuming his lawn.
What?
I have a video of it. It's in here somewhere.
What the fuck?
Oh god. It's gonna take me a minute to find it, but geez, it's he's vacuuming his lawn. At least it looks like it to me.
I even got a 3-inch extension for you, Adam.
A 3-inch extension.
Boy. Oh,
Because maybe that's why my wife left me. Maybe I should have effed the wife more. There's that 3-inch we were talking about. No, did you remember the picture I sent you of the guy in Chicago vacuuming the lawn literally with the
Yes, I do. Yes, that's why I took this video
Okay.
of this guy vacuuming his fucking lawn in Florida from across the pond.
I'll tell you this. So check this out, Carl. I don't know if you remember. So we do the show, and we're talking about Cliff vacuuming his lawn. The next morning at like 9:30 in the morning, I got a buddy. I know all the guys in the trade, so a buddy of mine does flooring and carpets, and he's going out. He's on his second job, and it's like 9:30 in the morning, and he looks over, and there's a dude out there with a shop vac vacuuming the lawn. He takes a picture and sends it to me. This is the day after we do the show. It's a Friday morning, as a matter of fact. I'm dying laughing. I can't even fucking deal with it because we just talked about Cliff doing this last night. So I finally got it to these guys, and I was just dying because I can't. He didn't see the show. He knew nothing about it. He just happened to look and take that picture and send it to me out of the blue.
What on God's green earth is
Here
happening?
you go. He's vacuuming his lawn, Cliff. You're not the
That's a
only
patio,
one.
man.
Yeah, that's got to be the patio.
Yeah,
man.
shut up. It sounds better if he's vacuuming his lawn.
Vacuuming a rug on
Come the
concrete.
fuck on. Come the fuck
It's
on.
so funny.
Looks like he's vacuuming his lawn, though, doesn't it?
I want to hear more about the
Cliff
Cliff
says his
Victoria
wife
making a
gives him
meatloaf
sex and he
in the
don't
middle of
mess
the
with her
night.
much.
Oh my God.
Cliff Victoria's marriage counseling Adam right now. Adam Mason in the chat.
Yeah.
Just have sex with her, but don't mess with her too much.
She gives me sex. I don't mess with her much.
I don't mess with her much.
Much.
That's got to be good because I've seen Cliff mess with
Hey,
people.
congratulations, sir. Cliff.
Wife is such a sweetheart, Cliff. I can't believe she actually has sex with you.
Be as cool as VHS either.
35 years of marriage. Hats off to you, brother.
35 years, man.
That is an accomplishment.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Good for you, my friend.
There was a guy who once said he was with his wife for 45 years, his mistress for 25, and his girlfriend for 20.
PJ, that was me.
Sounds like Foster.
Gonna get a little side thing.
A side piece.
Side,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
DVD. My problem
You
wasn't
call that a roster.
My problem wasn't needing to fuck the wife more; it was needing to fuck the mistress less.
That's why I like.
All
these
have to
guys.
make sacrifices in life. VHS.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna have to pay somewhere, and at this point in time, it should have been the mistress.
You guys, man, I'll tell you guys make it. It's good time being on this show. It's good time. That clip, I mean, that DVD on that one, that was classic.
Yep. There's something, you gotta look because there's always something in that chat that's fucking just awesome. Every week there's something there that's hilarious.
I'll say it for the millionth time, man. We do not do this show for anyone else but you in chat. We can promise you that. We promise you that. You guys are what drives our personalities to have fun and go out of bounds. It's a Bears show, but it's always been about having fun. And we're at that point now in the maturity of the show and the maturity of you guys, being around with us for so long in chat that you guys are what drives this. And we want to thank you all so much, but we will not touch your dicks.
Just
Absolutely.
don't talk about this show and use the word maturity ever again.
Yeah, true. I won't. That was a mistake.
Honestly, though, you know what, guys? I've been running since 7:30 this morning. I didn't get my nap. I was exhausted. I was going to leave at 10, and I just can't walk away from all you fuckers out there. All of you.
You mean crawl back into your coffin?
Yes, but I didn't want to bring that back up because I thought we moved past that.
Man.
STC,
we appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Bro.
Yeah, and one more thing, Cliff, STC kick ass. Cliff, you should have told me that shit like 30 fucking years ago. I'm way behind now. He says,
advice a little bit too late now.
Way too much trouble. I didn't know any better. I was young and stupid in the 1800s.
He should have told you this back during this picture. Do I still have it up? No.
You gonna pull up my high school picture?
Oh, Cliff should have told you this back then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cliff didn't even know it back then. Maybe he did.
Cliff like lost babies. His pants were so tight back then.
Oh my God.
It cost you like 4 kids, Cliff.
Yeah, his sperm count seems to be kind of low there.
Damn,
Mr. Cliff. Well, I do wear tight jeans. Well, that's it.
Oh my God.
My nutsack was
I should have done that too. Maybe I didn't have 12 kids if I would have wore some tighter clothes. Those child support payments from 85 to 2020, that was fucking insane.
Back then, I was screwing anything that moved. Good thing that your nuts weren't producing sperm because of your pants, because you would have had lots more.
I'm certainly glad I didn't run in the cliff anywhere because I move a lot.
Is that a no Diddy or what?
I don't know. I don't even like bringing that guy up.
Yeah.
Well,
so guys in the Cliff, we want to thank you, Cliff Victoria, Doug Van Dorn, Keds at Connect.
Hey, Keds, thanks for hanging
Keds at
out with us tonight, Ked. Good to see you again, brother.
STC.
Thank you, my friend.
J2K. We got Doug Van Dorn. Adam Mason. Adam.
That's enough. Adam Mason, thank you for joining us tonight.
What movie is that from, Peach?
Who was that? You know it's from a movie too.
I just can't remember.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It was from Perry Mason.
Yes.
Adam saying good times until next week's intervention of PJ.
Hey, Adam. It's partly your fault, Adam, if we're being honest. If we really want to be honest, you did such a great breakdown that I was like, you know what? He was spot on. So you got share in the blame, buddy.
Adam's good. I even going back when he didn't have a show, he was always had great comments on Swifties.
I love when he breaks down the analytics.
About a month into Swifty's show, I started following him, and Adam was always on there saying shit.
I remember you guys first talking about Adam, and I had no idea who he was, and then I started.
Who he was?
Because nobody. I kept telling you guys, and nobody. And
I know, but PJ tried to take. Listen, Adam, these guys are trying to take credit for who found you first. Okay, it was Foster and then PJ. I'll be honest.
Okay.
It doesn't even matter. It's the best thing is, Adam, that you're here putting out the content that you put out. That's all that matters. And that you're hanging out with us tonight. And that you're hanging out with us despite the fact that you don't want to. You're back again.
Yeah, but he does such a good job. I love. Because I'm not that. I don't get off into the numbers like that. But when he actually broke it down and showed, those different percentages, I think things like that get overlooked. Because we just want to look at a person's stat and say, oh, he threw this many incomplete passes or only had a completion percentage of this. Then when you get into the details of it, he did a wonderful job, and that's what really got me to start watching, because he did a wonderful job of breaking it down. Contested passes and contested catch rate, all these different things, and that's just beautiful, man. I just think the way he done that, great. I'm looking forward to seeing him do that with Caleb this year. I really am. Show at the end of the year, midway through the year, what he's doing as far as those percentages and how he's comparing to other people at that same time. So yeah, great stuff there, Adam. Even if you don't want me on the show.
Hey, Peach, did you mention Walt and Jerry?
Oh, I haven't got up there yet. My apologies.
Ant Moss.
Yes.
Robbie, come up.
Robbie was in the chat. Chips Ahoy boy. Brendan Foster. B. Foster.
Nice.
Who else we got up in here?
I
know I saw Mo Bierman. Scottish Bear.
Mo Bierman, Mr. Mayhem.
Mr. Mayhem 69, baby.
You guys brought up Chips Ahoy hanging out with us again tonight?
STC.
Tony Moy.
In the huddle,
some good shit in there tonight.
CB Sickles.
Scottish Bear, man. So you're like 5 hours ahead of me right now. So we appreciate you hanging out with us this late. It's got to be 5 o'clock in the fucking morning for you, man. Appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
4:30, 5:30 in the morning.
Jeremy Munoz.
Jeremy Munoz.
Plank. I know.
Well, Plank's not in here, but he'll be listening.
Yeah.
Plank. We appreciate you listening tomorrow.
Mark Kazak.
Mark.
I know he wasn't in here, but I'm sure he's gonna be listening at a later time.
We appreciate you, Mark.
Always.
I want to just give another shout out to Walt CB Sickles. Thanks for hanging out with us, Walt. We appreciate
Truly,
it.
Walt. Thank you, man, for hanging out with us, Walt. Appreciate you, brother.
Aunt Miss.
Hope everything's going well for you, Walt. Truly do.
Me too. Aunt Miss has become a regular. We love seeing you here, Aunt Miss. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
It's Aunt Muss, ain't it? Aunt Muss.
Aunt Miss, yeah.
King Buka World.
King
Buka. Thanks for the
AC
super
Adam.
chat.
Yeah.
Who was the other super chat we had? That was from
Jason. Jason gave us
yes.
two
Thank you,
super
Jason.
chats. Thank you for your super chats, Jason. We
Thank
appreciate you. Thank you.
Those of you guys in the chat who send super chats, we appreciate you. That's my plug of getting you to try to do more. So thank you guys for the super chats. Appreciate you.
Eric Harper.
Derek Harper.
Yes.
Eric Harper.
Eric Harper. Yeah.
He's there every week.
Robbie, come up, hopped in with us for a bit tonight. Thank you, Robbie. Good to see you again.
Absolutely. So
Who else is in here? You got to keep going up.
You guys are truly great in the chat. Appreciate the interaction. Appreciate the conversations. Thank you guys for doing what you do and being who you are. Charles Johnson, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for joining us. What else we have up in here?
We truly appreciate you, Charles. Thank you very much.
Jay Grizz.
Grizzly Bear hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, Jay Grizz.
J2K. That's my guy, J2K.
J2K.
The Rolodex.
J2K.
You guys mentioned Robbie come up?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Robbie.
J2K was like the third guest on BCP, somewhere around there. Been around since then. Love you, J2K.
Squeegee.
Thank you.
Squeegee. Appreciate you, man.
If you're listening off live platform, Brian Gilmore, we love and appreciate you too. I know that you're a big fan of the show. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
It's so far to scroll up to get
You
everyone.
guys are truly awesome, man.
Tony Moy. Jason had a super chat for you guys today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jason. Thank you again, Jason. Your super chats help the channel. Thank you so much.
Cool.
We did mention Mo Bierman and, of course, Mr. Mayhem.
Oh, absolutely. Appreciate you guys in the chat. You guys
Jay Grizz also gave us a super chat. Let's thank him for that. Thank you, Jay Grizz.
Appreciate it, Jay Grizz. I think I finally get a raise now.
We'll see about that.
Well,
everyone gets a 25-cent raise.
I want
Done.
100%.
As long as I get half.
I want 100% raise, Shorty.
Well, that would be 25 cents. That would work.
No, that would be nothing.
Well, that's 25 cents. Don Burr fucking hanging out with us tonight. Don.
Yeah, Don was in the house and not causing too much
one of these damn days, we're gonna get Don Burr on the show. Vernon Roseman hanging out with us tonight for a bit.
Mr. Vernon Roseman.
Gentlemen.
Vernon Roseman.
So
all you guys in the chat, truly appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate the banter. Appreciate the conversation, the jokes, the commentary, the insults. No, I'm just playing.
No, insults and all. We love them, appreciate them. As long as they're coming from a comedic value, we can all take a razz here. You know, we all give it to each other. We can take it. Ooh, pause.
You got that right.
I can't get my mind off this. PJ can get the 25-cent raise and Shorty can get the 3-inch extension. Everyone wins.
Ooh.
No Diddy.
All I need is 2 inches, though. You guys need it. You guys are the one that needs
No Diddy.
Yeah.
Well, Shorty, how do you know what we need?
Baby,
y'all said it on the show.
I've never said it.
Well, you said it in private. I don't know. I know you don't need it. They do.
Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't like the way that sounded either. Here, Carl, that didn't sound right at all. Like,
Bradley the fifth does not apply. Does not compute.
Oh, StreamYard. We want to thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, StreamYard.
New breed.
I'm low.
New breed. Appreciate you.
Jason UK hopped in at the beginning. You're going to be listening to us tomorrow. Appreciate you. Chris Watts, we know you're going to do the same. We love you, Chris. Thank you for listening while you're listening in real time and not at 5 o'clock in the morning for yourself. So understandable.
You had to pin the cricket comment to end things off. I guess that has everything come full circle. I like it.
Let me just remove that.
Unbelievable. Are you guys going to be doing the Monday show with Dan? Or by you guys, are just mean you, Dan?
Yeah. Eventually. It's kind of, there's not much, like, listen, we're struggling to talk about shit right now.
I got you.
It'll just be kind of, and as it comes, as it foresees, if there's something to talk about, we can hang out and stuff. But no, I'm pretty busy with work right now, so we'll see.
Any you college recruiters out there, just give me a holler, will you?
What's that?
Any college football recruiters out there, give me a holler.
Stever.
New Breed, Steve, New Breed 313 Sports, our resident Lions fan, one of the most respectful fans from another team in the division. We appreciate you, New Breed. Absolutely. We love you. We got to have you on again soon for sure.
Illinois college football recruiters there. Give me a holler.
PJ speaking into the void, just speaking into existence. It'll happen.
That's what I'm saying. Looking for a defensive lineman. I got a couple in mind. One this year for sure.
PJ's willing to play as well. So anyone looking for anything,
I'm willing to coach for free.
What about play on the Bears practice squad? As a defensive lineman.
Funny story. So we had practice the other day, right? First day of practice, and they just in t-shirts, so they don't have their pads or nothing. So they in t-shirts and shorts, and they showing them how to hit the bag, you stab the bag, and then when a double team comes, you got to fight it off. So you got to so another guy's coming down with a bag, a handheld bag. So one guy, you hit the sled, then another guy comes down, the coach coming down with a bag to hit you in your hip to represent a double team. So I'm watching this coach, right, who's holding the bag, and he's hitting these players, and these players are starting to rock him. I mean, the first 2 or 3 reps, the coach was going strong. By that 10th rep, that coach was almost falling over.
Oh my God!
He looked at me, right, and I looked at him. So I had to tell him, one of the players was like, "Go grab that bag from that coach and help him out." This guy said, "This coach is already died over here. This dude's already died." He was down there going, his tongue going out.
It ain't easy getting old, man, and having to go against those young guys, right?
But the funny part about it, the coach is like 35. He's he's relatively young. So I'm like, bro. I'm like, as a matter of fact, I told my grandson, I was like, man, go get that bag from that coach, man. Help him out. He was over there.
There you go.
He's like, thanks, man. I was like, yeah. I'm like, because I saw you not moving the kids no more, so you needed some help.
You hear that, man. Carl? You only have about 5 years left before it starts going downhill, buddy.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Alan Pena hopping in late. Thanks, Alan. Thanks for hopping in with us.
Hope know what? Illinois
State part of the show.
Breed, who's that? New Breed. I would gladly go to Illinois State. That's just 30 minutes down the road from me. I'd gladly go there.
Wilmington Normal.
Oh yeah, I'd gladly go there. Northern, that's more like the Cal. That's more of a hike for me. So yeah, Illinois State, man. I'll be there tomorrow.
Let's answer 2 questions before we get out of here. We got New Breed saying Swift.
Hopefully not Cliff Victoria.
Saying Swift, Johnson, and Herbert. Who do you think would be the odd man out? I think in this case it might be
Herbert.
Herbert, actually.
He wasn't drafted by this regime.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd want to see more from Roschon Johnson, but
I think so.
I don't know. Adam Mason is a big proponent of a big fan rather of Khalil Herbert, and I honestly am as well. He was having a good season before he got injured. It was early in the season.
He was having a good career.
I'm not looking at the talent. I'm looking at the dynamics of it. Yeah. I mean, because I'm with you. I would rather have Herbert.
Situational football.
Yeah. I'm thinking that
It's-
given the circumstances, they go with him.
It's no doubtably that Roshan Johnson's the best pass blocker of the three, or at least to my understanding.
Cliff Victoria says, "What if a woman is holding you and your buddy's dicks and strokes them together? Is that okay?"
Oh my God, you had to go there, man. You had to go there.
As long as you don't touch dick tips, Cliff.
What?
Oh my God.
Newbreed saying, what? Where was it?
PJ or PJ Walker? for
PJ or
QB3.
PJ Walker for QB3. I'll take PJ.
I'm going to tell you right now, Shorty. When it comes to me playing quarterback, you might want to go with anybody but me.
You're right. That's true.
I'm a defensive guy.
That's
For
true.
real.
As I was saying that, I was like, "That's wrong. Shut up."
Yeah.
This guy can't even agree on Caleb Williams, for Christ's sake. I'm gonna have him be my quarterback 3. No.
Oh, speaking of
Walker.
which,
PJ Walker.
I got a sophomore who plays right receiver and cornerback or safety. That boy was looking really good in practice today. He's a sophomore. Well, going to be a sophomore. The coach looked at him and then he said something to him because he made this dynamic catch, and he looked over there at me, and I just said, "That's what we do." That's all I had to answer. That's what we do.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
Cliff, see previous pop-up that says we do not touch dick tips.
New breed. This is the new pop-up.
Yeah. You're not going to put not in the same mouth, Cliff. No. Maybe 2 different hands, maybe. Would you guys ever have a threesome with a woman?
Just went downhill real fast.
How about you and your buddy with
I have
another
a better.
girl? How about that?
I want to hear about Foster's 3-way experience with a woman. Let's not stop talking hypotheticals.
No, I'm talking about Foster and B. Foster on Foster's girlfriend.
Jeez.
Oh my
I think
Dude, what are you talking about with my
I'm talking about a 3-way with you and a guy and a girl. Is something wrong with that? You got multiple areas you can insert things.
I might have to pull the plug. This channel's gonna get taken down.
Yeah, no, sure. We're trying to end this. You guys are getting
It's getting to the point where he's flying off the
we just want to
handle.
thank everybody for watching tonight, and great show. Appreciate everything that you guys do for us. Out you. So
all I'm saying is
Dan needs some fucking sleep or needs to smoke one or something. I don't know what they do down
He
there.
needs some gummies ASAP.
Yeah.
all I'm saying is college recruiters, look me up. I don't know what they're talking about, especially
You
this
don't
guy.
like it?
Especially
Look
this
me
guy
down.
over here. I don't know what
Look
he's
down.
talking about, but recruiters, look me up.
Yeah,
Wait,
see
hold
now,
on a second here. We got New Breed
Newbury
saying
does it the right way, Dan. I don't know where you're coming from.
he
You
said
gotta put
many
that thing up
threesomes
against
with
Carl.
no. I'm asking.
You don't know where
I'm
Dan
posing
is
the question.
coming?
Cliff is saying threesomes are freaking awesome. Don't knock them until you try them. With 2 women or you and your buddy on another woman. What are you talking about, Cliff?
Okay. I'm still gonna pull you.
Well, let me just interject and
That's
say
what
this.
she said.
One is in that example you gave, one is called a threesome and one is called a train. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, no, a train is back to back. Whereas if you're
No.
spit roasting, that's
No.
Good night, everybody.
40 people watching us say that. Look at that. What a great show. Doug Van
Man, you
Dorn
got
saying
GHS talking about spit roast. This is unbelievable. I might have to pull the plug on this channel. I might have to end the video right now.
The great thing is nobody's watching this on YouTube after 3.5 hours. They've assumed this show is just fine.
Wow, how are there 40 viewers then? That has to be across Twitter as well. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. True Bears content. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bears content. All right. Well, let's wrap up this show then on that. That's a fun way to end the show. Threesome or not the threesome?
Man.
We need to place a bet on that.
Man.
Unbelievable.
True meaning of a bear down.
Would you what's the bet? What's the bet? Is a threesome? The bet is a threesome a good threesome no matter if it's two you and your buddy or you and your buddy's girlfriend and his girlfriend? Oh God!
I can't.
If you wait. How is it even close in competition?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking the question. I'm not. Don't judge me. I'm asking the fucking question. Just answer it.
Man,
So the answer is no.
there's only one bat going to my ballpark.
The only threesome that any man would be in is with two women. Is that correct? Okay, well that's fair enough. I agree.
Foster, you're muted.
Any self-respecting man.
Foster, you're muted.
Hold on a second. I'm always muted, dude.
Oh, I can unmute you as well.
He's on the phone with Newbreed right now talking about threesomes.
Of course.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you next Thursday night. Our guest is going to be Lester Wiltfong Jr. from the Windy City Gridiron. Good friend of the show now. Lester and I do the PSF app together watching Bears games.
In a minute, we're just on the end of the show.
Please make sure you download honestly, even you, New Breed, download the PSF app and go find the Lions chat and get in the Lions chat, man. It's fun. You can converse with other Bears fans. You can create posts. You can do peer-to-peer betting. We're trying to promote that because it's a brand new app and it's starting to gain momentum. So download the PSF app. Find the app of your favorite sports team, no matter what it is. If it's the Cubs, if it's the Tigers, if it's the Lions, if it's the Packers, if it's the Bears, if it's the fucking Brewers, it doesn't matter. They have every sports team on there. You can join their chats. Be a part of it. It's a lot of fun. Help the movement grow with the new PSF app. And of course, if you're going to bet, make sure that you use BetUS and use the link in the description. That is bit.ly/BearsCountryPodcast -BetUS. Use that link for 125% sign up bonus with that link.
Sorry, Seamus.
And we will see you next week with Lester Wiltfong Jr. And mark it on your calendars the following week. In 2 weeks, we're going to have Kenneth Davis on here having a fucking blast with us. That guy's a lot of fun, so I cannot wait to crack him open and get that jovial laughter from him on our show with us. That's going to be a lot of fun. Do not make any sexual relations to that. Kenneth Davis is hilarious.
I thought OTAs meant own that ass.
We need to end this thing ASAP, man.
Hey guys, thank you guys all in the chat.
Bears.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you joining us.
Guys, for the last time, without you, this show does not exist. We only do this because of you. You guys, we can't quit because of you. Look at us.
Man, appreciate you guys for real.
We can't quit you. We can't quit you. Guys, let's end this shit on a 1, 2, 3 Bears.
I guess.
1, 2, 3
Bears.
Bears.